everybody, and welcome back to Encounter Roleplay. My name is Will, I'm a D&D sex icon, and I'm back today with yet another episode of The Order, our Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition game where you guys can join in and play with us each week. Let's get into it, my friends, and let's figure out who we are and who we're playing today. And let's start with our Dungeon Master, Susanna Grace. How's it going, my friend?
Hi, I'm Susie, I'm your DM, and I'm super sick, so I'm sorry for being snuffly and gross today. But besides that, I'm great. How are you, Will?
I'm good. I'm sorry to hear that you're ill, but, you know, it's just even more ways to kill us when you're in a bad mood and when you're sick, so it'll work out fine for us, I'm sure. I'm looking forward to another episode figuring out what on earth terrible things are going to happen to us. But let's go around and meet the players for today as well. Of course, we have our regulars with us. Madame Gandalf, how's it going?
Technology hates me, but we're doing well. We're doing well. And I have noticed, have you got yourself a haircut? Is that a haircut I spy?
I sure did. And it was all streamed. It was a whole thing. And I feel cold, but clean.
But it looks very, very snazzy. Very snazzy. But yeah, I'm doing wonderfully. Definitely looking forward to this evening and what else Ari may get herself into. Considering now that Finbar is making a big return. She may not just be looking out for herself, but also Finbar as they go forward in their self-involved shenanigans.
Absolutely. Then, of course, we have Chris from Loot the Room with us tonight. Chris, how's it going, my friend?
Hello, it's going well. You are looking very snazzy. I feel like I should have put a jumper on as well.
You look a fool. I've made a fool of you.
That's part of the course. I always look a fool. What am I saying? Tonight, I am playing Darak. He's coming back, as always, the dwarven cleric who don't care about nobody and just likes hitting things with his hammer. And hopefully we'll get to hit more things with his hammer.
Hell yeah. Also, well, let's meet the folks who are going to be joining us this week to enter into the order. We have Emperor Caesar with us tonight. Caesar, how's it going, my friend?
I'm doing good, Will, thanks. Well, my name's Caesar, and I'm here to play some D&D with all of you. And, well, I had a lot of technical difficulties getting ready and set up for, like, Fantasy Grounds and all that. But hey, everything's in order, everything's working fine. I am doing fantastic. And today, I'm playing a human fighter wizard named Erasmus Cormano. He's really good with his spells, but he's still trying to get used to using his sword. Well, let's see how well he does.
Let's do that. Awesome stuff. Can't wait to meet Erasmus. Then, of course, we have Luke with us tonight. Luke, how's it going, my friend? Good to see you.
Not too bad, Bill. Good to meet you. Good to meet all you guys. Hey. Hi. Tonight, I will be playing Keebler the Hobgoblin Wizard. And I'm going to try and keep up that voice for as long as I can before eventually someone wants to stab me in the eye. But, you know, who knows? See how that turns out.
Well,
and he learned his magic. Keep an eye on things under the lecterns, just hiding out.
Very cool, very cool. Looking forward to getting this party together then. And last but not least, we have Ozzy with us tonight. Ozzy, how's it going?
Hello, yeah, it's really going really well. This is my second game this evening after a short game on Squaticus channel. And this time I will be playing Boris Bosch, the half-orc ranger Gloomstalker, who's looking for the evil creatures who abducted his mother and killed the rest of his family.
Ooh, very cool, very cool. Well, as for myself, I'll be playing Finbar, the half-elf bard. Yet again, I'm back, and I'm ready to get up to no good again with my friends Darak, Ari, and these newcomers. Finbar is incredibly beautiful on the outside, but incredibly ugly on the inside, and he constantly gets himself into trouble for it. As per, just look at any of the previous episodes that he's been on, and they go terribly. But before we start today's game, before we hand over to Susie to let us in to the order once again, I'll remind you guys of a couple of things. The first of which is, of course, we're sponsored today by FancyGrounds.com. All the maps, images, tokens we're using on Fancy Grounds. So you had a little sneak preview of those if you're in the pre-game chat, and we're going to be seeing some cool maps and tokens today as well. So definitely check out Fantasy Grounds, a lot of fun. WhalenGames.co.uk is a go-to destination for tabletop board games, war games, minis, and all that good stuff for up to 20% off the retail value, which is a really good deal, so check those guys out. And last but not least, tabletoploot.com is the place to go for your dice needs. We give away a set of tabletop loot dice every single game here on Encounter Roleplay, so stick around until the end of the show and you could be in for a chance to win a set of dice. As per usual, you can interact with today's game. If you haven't retweeted the tweet there in the chat, go ahead and do so. And of course, you can donate to affect the game as well by giving players nat 1s, nat 20s, wild magic surges, and worse. But I'm going to hand back over to Susie, our DM, to remind us a little bit about what happened last week, and most importantly, take us into tonight's episode of The Order.
All right. So, last week, the hunters arrived back at the headquarters after a challenging mission in which Finbar acquired himself a town. They arrived to find the headquarters were incredibly empty. Empty of absolutely everything, and after a little bit of investigation, a little bit of tormenting of poor Babby Wolf, you found that the place had been stricken by a series of strange portals that were making weird things happen. For example, a room full of mimics, a corridor that twisted gravity halfway down it, and then a room with a spectator in it, a glimpse into the ethereal plane. Basically, it was messy. It was chaos. But you did eventually fix it after insulting the spectator quite a lot. And, oh yeah, you almost forgot there was a high-level undead Finbar flirting with the headhuntress. That happened, I think?
Oh, yes. Definitely.
And everybody was in underwear at one point. And I don't know, I blacked out for half of it. Don't remember it. However, this week, we begin in what appears to be an artist's studio, an outdoor studio. It looks to be some sort of ancient temple ruins. It's all artfully done, well lit. There's velvet and silk draped around. And we see an artist at an easel. She's poised with a brush at the canvas. We see her look forward, look past to her subject, which is a handsome nude man with his tunic slung over his shoulder. He stands there, weight on one foot, looking up and out. She holds a paintbrush to gauge scale. Hold there, just 1 minute. Hold it. There's a disturbing of rocks. A slither. Cut to black. You guys find yourself in a town. You are between adventures. You're on your way to a faraway city which has been plagued by all sorts of manner of creatures, and you've been sent there just as general reconnaissance. There seems to be enemy activity in this city. However, the carriage has buckled a wheel, so you're having to stay for a few days while it gets repaired. Luckily for you, there's a festival in town. There's all manner of things. There's a huge circus tent. There's games of strength, intelligence, wit. There's pie-eating contests, drinking contests. Anything and everything you could possibly want to do is here. So, what would you like to do?
Very good question. And are we all together as a team at this point?
Yes.
Oh, good. So, if it's a party, we all need to get to know each other so that when we get drunk, when things happen, we need to understand what the rules are and that kind of thing. My name is Finbar the Bard. You know me already. This is Ari, my perhaps mother of my child / friend. And this is Darak, who I would not call a friend. Well, that would be an insult to friendship itself.
Yes.
Who might we be traveling with today? It's always nice to get to know people a little. You there!
I am Boris Bosch. I stalk the lands above and below for the creatures who killed my family and abducted my mother.
My goodness. That's intense.
Your name has alliteration.
well
Yes.
necessary.
It does. And Boris is quite tall, not as massively built as many of our folks are. Dressed in simple but well-made traveling clothes. He makes himself look as presentable as possible for an half-orc. Obviously, he's still rather ugly. But he has his tusks filed down and that sort of thing. And now hair coiffed and looks quite shiny.
Very
Has a
nice
big
to meet you,
bow
Mr.
slung
Bosch.
over the shoulder and looks good with this big hat.
Hmm. All right then. What about you, Hobgoblin?
You don't get to call me by my race. You haven't earned that privilege yet. You
Well-
must address me. Know me as Keebler. And you see Hobgoblin, who is 5'2", sort of hair tied back in a military fashion, top knot, Mulan style, that's sort of out of the way, making sure it's not getting in his face. Dressed in scale mail, and with a shield slung across his back, quarterstaff in hand. He's looking seemingly annoyed at this half-elf who has just decided to call him by race, something that he has not yet earned the right to do so.
Very well, and I shall call you Keebler the Hobgoblin. And that's a nice in-between for both of us.
So I do question, do we
Nice
have to
enough.
say it with the Keebler?
If you
time.
prefer, Keebler is just fine.
Keebler. Okay, Keebler.
I respect you for attempting my language, and disrespect you for butchering it so poorly.
That's fair.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
All right then. And you, human. I mean, whatever your name is.
Oh,
The
hello,
human.
sir. Hello, my name is Erasmus. Nice to meet you. Oh, I'm just having
Very nice
good
to meet
times and just having my drink, How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. You know what? Drinks
I don't see a
sound
lot
like
of
a very
half-elves
good idea.
around here.
That's because I'm the best of them, and there only really needs to be one, which is me. I am, in fact, in favor of decimating all other half-elves and just leaving me alone.
Ah, okay, I see. We all have
Oh,
our
yes.
own goals.
Oh yes, I'm very pro-genocide of all other half-elves, aside from myself. But that's another matter, really. Let's not talk about politics or religion. Let's instead get some drinks.
not
Is there a
I-
tavern round here, maybe, or a beer tent?
As you mentioned, let's get some drinks. A very burly man with one of those trays that's attached to shoulder straps comes by, and he has big tankards of ale in his hands. He goes, "Ale, 2 copper for an ale. Anybody?
Ah,
Anybody?"
Right here.
a traveling tavern. A porta tavern.
I say,
A tavern.
This guy seems like he's
Ales.
living his best life, really.
I'll take an ale.
no, I
Drink
just-
ales on the half-elf. I just point at Finbar.
I point to
Alright.
Arthur, yes, the half-elf.
He stacks down 6 ales. Anything else? I've got sausages. I've got pretzels. I've got
I'll
shit.
take a sausage and a pretzel.
What's a pretzel?
Oh, it's like this salted bread thing in a knot.
Well,
It's
well,
really
I tried
good.
bread in a knot.
Because it's
I
Yeah,
also
that
don't
sounds good.
understand tying bread in a knot.
Makes no sense.
look,
Waste
yeah,
bread
try
with
one
bread.
on the house.
No, I'm good. I don't need
I'll take
fancy
it.
bread, thank you.
Let's take it, but adding to the inventory.
Okay.
3 pretzels.
but it's
Sorry,
like-
I mean,
It's kind of like the big pretzels. It's not like the little mini pretzels you get. It's the
Oh,
kind of
Big for me.
yes.
I'm. Yeah. Mm.
You lot are in town for the festival then?
Well, I
Oh
guess.
yes. Yeah.
Traveling through, more like. What is the festival?
Oh, it's just sort of a celebration, isn't it? We're all alive.
Celebration of what or whom?
Being alive.
Being
This
alive.
place must be very, very grim indeed.
Well, you know.
Let's all enjoy ourselves. This is a
In the
happy
north,
day.
it's grim up here. You have a bit of light where you can.
The north.
Grim
Wait,
on
can't
the
speak to Yorkshire, oh my god.
My apologies.
Sorry, I was just saying.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you're so glad about being alive, something that me and my companions have been known to do is hunt down creatures that are less than savory, which maybe have been preying upon your people. After all, you do look like you eat a lot. I mean, with the pretzels, and beer and stuff. Probably ripe, full of picking.
Basically, are you
Straight to the
saying to him that if you were going to eat him, he looks very edible?
Absolutely. Yes, if I were a
Hey,
monster,
How
I
about
would
using
eat
this
it
human
right
as bait?
I know you're from South, but let's have none of that weird stuff. Thanks. It's Yorkshire now, I'm rolling with it.
now. So are your people plagued or not? I mean, simple answer, man.
Don't
Well,
look plagued.
plague
Skin looks very
probably
nice,
isn't
actually.
the word for it.
You heard his accent.
One could go in missing. And I imagine that's much the same of many towns.
Well, I mean,
But
it does seem shit here. I'd go missing if I lived here.
I've been in
But-
some shitholes, and this
it's not
is a shithole.
it's not like your usual, right? It's not hunters, it's not farmers, it's not, young buxom women. It's
Damn.
adventurers, it's folk with money, it's travelers.
We always go missing.
Travellers by nature. Travel.
They do travel. That is something that they are known to do.
Revolutionary, revolutionary observation there, Derek. Really astute of you.
Well said.
I'm talking
Thank you.
like merchants that'll go do a route and come back. Only they're not coming back.
So they've gone somewhere else on their route. What's the problem?
Do you think they might have discovered somewhere better than this place and just decided to stay?
I'm already
does-
thinking
like,
of
realize
civilization
it's
better than
Trade
this
here, as
place.
you know.
How tragic this place could be, and that there were greener fields. Could be a possibility.
With normal
Maybe
bread.
one or two, but we're looking at like 20, 30 of them at this point.
There's people who decide that they no longer need their bread in knots, they'd rather just eat bread.
Look, you'll not find better pretzels within 300 miles.
I have
That's
no
'cause
doubt
no
of
one
that.
wants to make pretzels.
That's exactly right. Finally, we can connect on something.
I've literally never seen a pretzel before.
Very well.
So,
Exactly.
Is that why they all left? They didn't like the pretzels.
Look, it's not the pretzels.
Could you
I
blame
feel
it?
like we're getting stuck on the
I mean, there's
pretzels.
chocolate.
I mean,
I love chocolate.
Twisted bread, I mean, it was really just adding a complicated spin on things, isn't it, really?
I mean, if you could twist the sausage into the same shape, then I think you might be onto something.
so
Oh,
if it's not-
sausage
if they're not
stuffed
going
pretzel.
missing, if they're not going
I would
missing
love
because this
that.
place is shit, then why do you think they're going missing?
I don't know. I stay in the town. I've got beer and pretzels to sell.
Is
And-
there someone rich who would want us to go and find these people? And or someone attractive?
Someone we can exploit, Rin.
Someone easy to exploit is the kind of people I like to work with.
I'm
Tends to
coming
be
around
rich
on
and
the half elf.
attractive.
I like his ideals.
I'm not so sure I should be telling you people to exploit. That kind of goes against all my morals and ethics.
You're selling twisted
Did I say
bread.
exploit? I meant explore.
Yes.
And what kind of exploring would that be, eh? I know
I don't
you're
think you want to
type.
know the answer to that question.
Possibility
bank
of
account.
No, I don't know why I asked. I don't know. I don't.
It's the exploitative kind.
Yeah, we just want to explore their bank account or explore their loose laurels. Either way, well, just somebody we might be able to talk to convincingly.
Someone in charge.
Well, there's the town mayor. They're a bit busy right now with festival, but I'm sure you can find them.
Of course.
You won't miss him. Bloke,
Well,
fatter than me, big chain, big coat. You'll find him.
luckily for your mayor, we just so happen to be a traveling troupe of entertainers, and he will probably want to hear what services we can offer to him during this festive time. Right,
Right.
everyone? Right?
I
That's
cast
right.
Mage Hand and I start juggling the pretzel.
Oh, fancy.
Yes, he
Right.
is the infamous Kibble, the pretzel tosser.
Pretzel juggler extraordinaire.
Mm.
I wouldn't,
And
I wouldn't
Derek,
call me a
You
tosser.
haven't anything. You
he a
haven't seen
tosser
anything
too?
so entertaining as a dwarf in a dress with a hammer.
I do look good in dress.
Oh, I think I saw one of them on Miss Stag Do.
It's like
See, he's the life of the party.
Oh, you're married?
What?
You're married?
Yeah. 10 years now.
Good
Be a
God.
shame if something happened to your wife. Or husband,
My
I don't know.
dear.
Are you threatening me?
No, I'm just saying, if you want us to deal with these people that keep going missing, make sure that your loved one isn't one of the next ones.
Right. He turns to Ari and says, you might not want to let that one speak. He's not that friendly. Folk might get wrong idea.
Have you heard me speaking? All right, listen. Everything that I could possibly hope to gain from a conversation with you, I have gained. So let's find this
Twin
mayor
depression. That's what I got.
and try and forget this person and their existence and their wife
Yeah, charming lot, you. And he just wanders off.
and their pretzels. Right,
We
off we go.
Very well. Take
We
us.
still have 6 ales. I'm good. I just start drinking an ale because no one else is picking them up.
All right. Okay. So the atmosphere in the streets is great. It's jovial. There's people walking around having a good time. There's laughing. You hear like off in the distance singing. There's kids running around playing with like cats and dogs, and it's a fun festival kind of atmosphere. There's bunting up all over the place. And the streets are all kind of funnel you towards like one central great town square, where you see there's like a big circus top thing set up, and there's all sorts of people around it, and you hear people shouting at you, test your strength, if you can beat the beast from the east, the muscles from
Not
fantasy
Brussels.
Brussels.
But still, plan rhymes.
Win 10 gold.
Anyone here strong?
Ari's gonna like racistly turn to the orc.
That would be favorite homes. Oh my God.
And just be
He's
like,
got the big hammer
yes, but he's
pointing at
little.
that Carrick.
You're rather large.
Susie. From my background, I have a feature called Ear to the Ground, which means I have a contact in every city, in every town. I'm going to have a look around him. I think he's someone like a market stall holder. Someone who sees a lot of people and knows a lot of people.
Okay,
And I'm going
okay.
to have a look around if I can find them.
All right, okay. So you peruse, and there's all sorts of stalls set up here, and they're selling like a variety of things. There's ones that are selling like little flags or little crappy toys for kids, and there's a bunch of like food stalls set up. And this one just seems to have a bunch of like baked goods on it, like simple pastries and stuff like that. And they seem to they spot you, and they go and wink and wave you
Hello?
over.
One moment. I walk over. Good day to you.
I'll walk over.
These pastries look fine. From a couple of coppers. So, tell me about these people who have been vanishing.
Well,
You know anything about that?
word on the street is that The ones that are going missing all have a bit of brass on them, all a bit of money.
So, has anyone demanded ransom?
No, not a ransom.
Then what is it?
The weird thing is, you'd have thought, in a town where the rich folk are going missing, the local artisans would be having a bit of a slump, you know, because rich folk are the only ones that got enough money for it. But there's one
True.
studio that seems to be doing pretty well.
Huh. Who's that?
She's called Lenora. She's pretty new in town, only been
Lenora.
here about a year or so.
Right.
Lenora.
Lenora sounds like an attractive person's name.
Thinking the exact same
That's a
thing.
nice name.
What do you think? What does she do?
Check her out.
What's her thing?
What does she look
Painting
like?
sculpture?
Painting.
Oh,
sculpture.
she's a bonny lass. Human.
Of
Where's the
course. Okay.
studio? Do you know?
And he points to the other side of the town square. It's behind the big circus tent thing.
Thank you. I'll pay for my pastries and I give him,
Oh yeah, I'll
the
get some
usual
peaches.
extra.
Mm-hmm.
I give her some gold. Here you go.
Thank you.
I didn't go
no
after
problem.
this, so
Uh-huh.
I was hanging back at the strength testing. I'm going to give it a go.
All right. Okay. So you, Keebler, you step forward and you're feeling pretty confident. And then you see this hawker standing there, and this guy shouting and hollering seems to be like a pretty buff-looking guy. And he's wearing like the white shirt with the suspenders. He's got like the little curly mustache. And as you square up, you think this might be the guy. And he says, "Take a seat there. What's your name? What's your name?"
Keebler.
All right. All right. Weird accent. All right. Roll up, everybody. Here comes Keebler. Come to take on the muscles from Fantasy Brussels. Here he comes. And this,
Not
you watch
incorrect. Everyone's going to take the piss out of my accent.
as the tent opens up, and you see this absolute mountain of a man. He must be at least 7 feet tall. His bicep is about as wide as Derek is. This thing is huge. He has grey skin and has like tattoos all over him. And he comes over to a small table and 2 little stools that have been set up. And he plunks down on one of the stools, and you hear its leg go. And he slaps his arm on the table.
Ooh.
All right.
Down my
I
elbow
need you.
down, yeah.
That's a big
Do
one.
it.
Make me a strength check, please.
Can I just
Can you
confirm
imagine
how
how
close
big-
how close is everyone to me, just relatively distance?
I don't know. Are you guys coming to watch this, or I think this is when Boris and Erasmus were off getting info, so those 2 are away.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Just wanted- I know
Boris
he's
going to
only
start
30 feet
releasing
of me.
Yeah, I'm gonna bet on the big guy.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
I'm
look
gonna
for
bet
this
on the big
Lenora woman. See if I can have a conversation with her first.
Okay. So,
Okay, so I've got two close. Okay, good to know. Strength 19.
Yeah.
okay. So you're feeling pretty confident. You meet his hand and you grip it, and you both tight. And there's a moment where you give each other like a nod of, and you feel your
This is
arm
Josh.
being bent backwards.
Oh,
I need you to make another strength check, please.
oh my.
No.
Ugh, that is much worse. That's a 12.
12. Okay. However, you seem to push back and you bring him back to the middle. One more.
Okay, one more. I never know whether to use the real dice or the fancy one. So use that one. 20.
Okay.
Unnatural. Bastard 20.
Dirty
This
20.
time, you feel it. You feel his hand tense as whack, your arm is slammed onto the table. But it is best of 3, so roll again. You reset
Alright.
back. He grunts and goes, one for me.
Yeah.
This is
There's a
hot.
chance if you bet on
Natural
the
20. Natural 20.
Okay. This time you both hold each other at an impasse. He also got a nat 20.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Another one, please.
Keebler.
I think they might be falling in love.
18.
Right?
Okay,
Passion is
you
strong.
see a sweat dampen his brow as his arm bends backwards and he grunts. One more.
I've heard that sound before.
Oh, 13.
Okay, and he growls as you slam his arm back down. He goes, "That's enough. Let's go." Reset.
One to me. I bare my fangs.
1-1. This one decides.
This is the
18.
most erotic thing I've seen all day.
I am quite
Okay.
enjoying this.
So,
This is the
18.
best thing I've seen since Orcback Mountain.
both of you now, brows furrowed, everything going into this, and he is pushing your arm back. One more check, please.
Yep. Ah, 7.
He's pushing you back even further. He's got this. He's got this. One last check. Can
Okay.
you pull this back?
19. I'm going to use my racial trait of saving face. I've got 2-3 allies nearby.
Uh-huh.
Two, I
So I
think.
get to add, if I fail, I get to add 2, 1 for each ally. That's
Okay.
21.
And because I'm in the area taking bets.
Yep.
And I'm also in the area taking bets.
Okay. So you feel yourself losing it. You feel yourself losing it, and you kind of desperately look out to the crowd. You see your allies and go, "Oh shit!" and just scream as you put everything back in it to bring him back to the middle. One last roll. This will determine.
Oh, for some reason that rolled twice. I don't know why. I will try that again. Roll 2 dice. 13.
Okay, so with a triumphant Keebler, you slam his hand down on the table, and you even hear the wood crack a little bit. And he kind of just... That's not how it's supposed to go. I'm supposed to win.
Oh, we are in Russia.
Not today. Today, victory is Keebler's. And I slap him in the face with the pretzel.
And you see him stand up to his full height, and he looms over you. And he raises a fist. I should squish you for what you've just done to me.
Oh my god, I want to
On a fair fight. Dishonorable.
You. And he turns away and storms off back to his tent.
Oof.
I cast Mage Hand and I just leave the middle finger just flying behind him.
At which the hawker walks over, he grabs your hand and throws it up in the air. He goes, "Victory to Keebler!" And the crowd kind of goes, "Well done, well done." You earn yourself a shiny 10 gold, Keebler.
Woo!
Ari, so you were out collecting bets.
Yes, and unfortunately I was betting against Keebler.
So, how much did you bet?
She probably bet close to like 50 gold on the big guy. So
I feel like I need
At
to get
this
that bet
point-
because, you know.
yeah, at this point Ari's just gonna slink off into the shadows, hopefully unnoticed.
Roll a stealth check for me, please.
All right. Here we go. Don't let me down.
Okay.
I don't see you.
Okay, let me just. I'm just gonna roll like a general perception check. Oh, cool! I can't roll for shit. You're fine. Ari, you thought I'd just like sneak off, whistling innocently
it's like
as
that.
you pocket that money. Yep.
I feel
Very
like I need to take a moment
subtly.
to recognize. I feel like we need to take a moment to recognize the wizard won a strength contest. Just saying. Muscle wizard, can't.
We could address it. We could.
Yeah.
Derek.
It's fine, I won't bring it up at all for the rest of the day.
How much did you bet, Derek?
Probably a similar amount to Harry.
Okay. Are you going to be honourable and relinquish your money, or are you going to be like...
No.
Sorry, that was...
Are you stealthing away, or are you like intimidating the guy who comes to collect?
Oh no, I'm going to pull out my holy symbol.
Uh-huh.
Like, man of the cloth, so let this be a lesson to you. Gambling is a sin. Just walk off. Just fuck off.
Okay. And you hear like, wait a minute, as you walk off. All right. Okay. So Finbar, Erasmus, Boris, you are heading to the artist studio. Right.
Right.
Yes,
That's
that's
fine.
right.
More a woman, and let's see what she has to say.
You make your way across the town square, and you're avoiding all sorts of stuff. There's a guy like breathing fire, and it's like this close from setting your hair on fire, Finbar. Like he just goes right in front of you. But before long, you make your way there, and it's very easy to spot this artist studio because it's quite large. And artists in the fantasy world, much like artists in the real world, don't make a lot of money. So having a studio that large is very peculiar, shall we say.
Preposterous. She should just be doing this for the exposure. Such a big
Yes.
place like this.
Because that's what we need. All artists.
I, as an artist, as a bard, firmly believe in this. Erasmus.
Exposure.
Not
I
okay.
think it's a different
Yes,
type of exposure.
definitely. Definitely.
I have a different type of
yeah.
performance, it's true.
Us magicians are also artists in some way.
But many have
We
died
disagree.
of exposure.
As you make your way towards there, you can see that in the entranceway, there are two beautiful statues of women holding water vases on their shoulders and the water tumbling down, and they sort of flank the doorway.
Good. And not approvingly.
You
I'll be
head
like-
inside, and you
Very
see
nice
that this
vase.
place is absolutely beautiful. It's more like a gallery than a studio. Like, pull back the curtain a bit. Real artist studios are a shit tip. It's a mess. There's easels, there's paint, there's crap everywhere, but this place is pristine. And you see that along the walls there's all sorts of paintings done to an immaculate standard. There's a tiefling woman with a pearl earring. There's a painting titled Starry White, and you can see what appears to be an undead man in starry armor. There's Gelatinous Cube 2 in blue. There's all sorts of artwork all over the walls. And you see, but the focus of this space is the sculptures. These things are absolutely spectacular. You have a handsome nude man with a tunic over one shoulder. There's a piece labeled The Contemplator of a man deep in thought, one hand at his chin. There's I've wrote a few of these down because I'm very proud of my art jokes.
I wrote down some funny jokes.
No, I didn't.
I wrote
There's
down all
all
the
sorts
lols.
of what looks to be heroes in fighting positions. There's like a man with a sword and a shield raised. There's a woman who looks to be casting a spell with a staff behind her, and there's like right at the back there's a pillar with three beautiful men in very fashion poses. There's just, these sculptures are immaculate. They are beautifully lifelike. And you see a woman sat at the far back, and she's there with a small chisel, and she's working on a statue of what appears to be a tiefling, who sat with a book. And you see her like very delicately, like.
Excuse
I
me.
walk over to them
Yes,
and
I'll
I'll
come
be
with
like,
you.
oh, hello. Oh, yes, you can come with me then, Finbar.
Oh, hello.
Yes.
And I said,
How can I
hi.
help you?
I'd like to say I really adore your art in this collection of yours.
Oh, thank you
Really
very
inspiring.
much. Thank you.
I like a lot of it, except for some parts which I wish were better.
Oh,
I whisper into Erasmus, classic tactic.
And it's like, and I say, I just give him a look like, really? I just give him that like, okay. And I say, well, we are here for a reason, and we heard that something happened.
Oh? Something happened? What?
Finbar, you're more of a good talker. Why don't you explain?
This is true. And, look, but yes, we heard that there were some people who had gone missing, artists and rich people and the like, and we're doing a routine investigation on these matters. It is our profession. So if you lie to us, it's as bad as lying to
Your
the
grandmother.
law or your grandma.
Oh, heavens, I would never lie to my grandmother. No.
Is she a lawyer? Doesn't matter.
A lawyer
what do you know
grandmother
about
makes it
these?
trouble.
Right. What do you know about these disappearances? You seem to be doing quite well here.
Oh, well, I have to admit, I am able to keep my studio afloat by a very hefty inheritance. However, I have heard that some people are going missing. It's very peculiar.
Isn't it just? Now, is that inheritance? Do you share that with a husband, boyfriend,
No,
on and off kind of thing? Oh.
no.
That was very important to my investigation, so
I
thank you
imagine
for
it.
answering that honestly. Well, you've been managed to keep yourself afloat here. What do you see other people have going wrong? You know, is it a certain road that they've been going down? Is it a certain form of art that they've been creating, which whatever seems to be happening to them connects them more, maybe?
Oh, frankly, I have no idea. But a lot of my patrons are going missing.
Oh,
Anyone in particular?
Oh, actually, 2 days ago, two young adventurers, Alex and Alex, brother and sister, from quite a wealthy family, they came to me and asked if I could paint them. They're a big fan of some of my landscapes, you see, and well, they said they would come back, and they haven't. And I've heard that they went out on the road and they haven't come back yet. Now, usually they don't
Pretty
stray too far from home.
I'm just saying
What's
that's
that?
strange.
It is, isn't it? So peculiar.
Not just
I know they
well,
did
not just
fancy
art,
themselves as young adventurers.
but adventurers and nobles as well. Am I right?
Well, look, rich kids get a hold of a sword and they think they're the next Hercules. So perhaps they've gone out and they've trifled with something too strong for them. But I can't say for certain.
but it's more than just
I
those
hold-
two,
I hold-
isn't it? There are more trained adventurers who have gone missing.
Yes, so I've heard.
So I grab Erasmus. I just hold Erasmus's. I just hold Finbar's shoulder. I'm like, perhaps I could be missing next.
It could be.
I am-
You know, I think
One
we need
day.
to perform I think we need to perform an experiment here, Erasmus. And that is, it seems as though this young couple came and they wanted to get some artwork done, Mr. Lenore here. How about we get a piece of artwork done, let's say in the nude, and let's say just me. And maybe Lenora, you join in somewhere there as well. It's really up to you. And then afterwards, we go out onto the road and we see what happens.
As you two have been talking amongst yourselves, you see actually that she has pulled out a sketchbook and she is sketching your profiles. She's like, oh, the light is wonderful. Oh, excellent bone structure. For all of you, she's sketching you all. She's
Right.
I have a marvelous idea. No doubt
Oh.
there's some sort of terrible creature in the woods. And there is a place I've wanted to get to. It's an old abandoned temple. The architecture is sublime. It's centuries old. It would be so inspirational for one of my landscapes. If I could hire you to escort me to this temple, perhaps I can get my painting and you can get your mysterious beast. Of which I assume it is hunting down these people. Where is this temple?
Where is it?
Oh, it's a few miles out of town. Just down the road.
Where everyone's been going to. Looks like a site worth checking out. And Miss Lenora here makes a good point.
Let's think about it, sir. Finbar, was it?
Finbar the Bard. Pleased to meet you.
Finbar the Bard. Imagine a moonlit scape with you relaxing, nude, against a pillar. Tastefully draped with velvets. I can see it. Oh, the composition. Oh.
Velvet is one of my favorite fabrics. I use it in my underwear line, Absolute Heresy.
Perhaps a hint of taffeta.
My basement can only flood so much.
Well said. Alright, let's do this. And let's do this tonight. Because there's no time to waste when it comes to monster hunting, I've found, and being drawn in the nude. These things cannot wait.
And inspiration has struck, and I prefer to strike that iron when it's hot, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I think I do.
So, shall we reconvene at the entrance at the town gate in about 3 hours?
Absolutely.
Very well.
Let's do that.
I'll bring a cart. I have one available for transporting my goods.
I bet you do. Alright. See you in a couple of hours, then.
Till then.
Till then, Lenora, isn't it? Erasmus.
Lenora, yes. Pleasure.
Yes.
Or it's just
Well,
not.
I will see you all
What's
then.
that?
Enjoy the festival.
Oh, we will.
Whilst this has been
Okay.
going on, Derek and I have been sort of wandering around the festival, just sort of vaguely nearby each other. So, what is it with these humans and they despiteful tying bread into knots? What is the point of that?
I really don't
It's a thing.
understand at all.
Why is it a
do
thing?
perfectly good bread. Makes no
I know, and they
sense.
salt it. It's ridiculous. What are they doing this for?
And salt. Why would you put salt on bread?
That's literally what I just said.
Yeah, I was agreeing with you.
Yeah. I like you. Let's get ale.
As you're walking and talking, there's someone shouts at you, and it's a woman, and she's holding a big tray full of pies. And she says, "Hey, you two, you look like strong boys.
I've
Strong
just
of
proven I'm a
stomach,
very
of
strong
leg, strong of
man.
arm. I saw. Would you like to prove your gastrointestinal strength?"
Yes.
I look at Derek. I look at the pies. I look at Derek. I look at the pies.
Fruit or
look
meat
at Derek.
pies available. Dealer's choice.
I look at the meat pies. I look at the meat pies.
Meat? Okay. All right. Roll up, boys. I will have you compete against each other because, and she looks to the side and there's a man just passed out on the floor, like gravy just all over his face. Our other contender
Press his
is,
stomach and see if I can make him burp.
you press his stomach and it's like a puke button. A fountain of gravy-colored vomit erupts from this man. Roll a
I
dex
step
save.
away.
Oh god. At disadvantage.
Yay!
That is a 5.
Derek, you've never seen vomit rain before, but now you have. And you've experienced it
He
firsthand
definitely has.
as it rains
I've been to
down
Bradford.
on you. Fantasy Bradford.
Dwarven Bradford.
Yeah.
Well, memories of Fantasy Dwarf Bradford rain down upon you in meaty chunks.
I might change to having the fruit pies.
All right.
No,
so
I'm laughing people.
All right, meat.
you're both sat at a table now, and 2 meat pies are pushed in front of you. I would like you both to make me constitution checks, please.
This isn't it's a constitution check, isn't it? Okay.
Strength check. 13.
Oh god. Also 13.
Okay, so you managed to take this first pie and you just easily devour it. Roll again.
13.
13.
No, hang on. No. Sorry, 11. 11.
Okay. Keebler,
Losing ground.
the smell of pukey pie is clinging to Derek, and it is kind of putting you off a bit, but nevertheless, you managed to get that pie down. Derek, that one's not too bad. You got it down easily. Roll again.
Oh god.
There. My dice. It's my dice gone. It is.
No, 11.
Oh, God! 6.
Okay. It's getting a bit tougher now, Derek, to eat these pies,
Yeah.
but you manage to get it down. There's a moment where you're like, and a burp comes up. Keebler?
Yeah.
Ooh, buddy.
Yeah, no.
Nope, you've exerted yourself too much. That pie. Nope. And you, okay. Do you puke directly at the table, or do you turn away and puke?
I puke out Derek.
Okay.
You're gonna get it on me. Get this out, because this has already got some.
It's already covered.
Derek, you are just splattered. You can try and go for the record, which
I'll
is
go for
10
the
pies.
I'll go for 10. That's 18.
Okay, so this is pie number 4,
Okay.
and you managed to just, like, you are determined. You've seen Keebler, you've seen that guy pass out, and you are like, no, not me. Vroom, vroom, vroom. You're not even using a knife at this point, knife and fork. You are just grabbing it and shoving it in your face. Roll another.
Cutlery is for amateurs.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh god, that's 14.
14, okay. Oof. You're getting full, but that one, you manage it.
I'll take a minute to do a nice big belch with some space.
And it is
I won't act
impressive.
that out.
If there were windows, they would vibrate.
Excellent.
Okay.
That is a 21.
That burp was exactly what you needed to clear a bit of space. That pie goes down a treat.
I'm a
That's
pro.
pie
What
6.
can I say? Oh god. I'm going to do this 4 more times. Oh, that's a 22.
Smashing it. You are on a roll. Pie 7 is gone.
This is where hubris gets the best of me. That's a 16.
16? You're still on a roll. Pie 8 is done.
Oh, 2 more. No whammies. That's a 19.
You have owned pie 9. You are now just a mess of gravy. Last
All in
pie.
the beard. Like
It's
dripping.
it ain't
pie
nice.
It's really quite something to behold. Oh, that's a 12.
Oh.
12. Pie 10. It was unfortunately pie in the sky.
Is that the rough one?
It is. It was too much for you to handle between all the puke and 9 pies. You can't keep this in, unfortunately. You feel it coming back up. You're like, oh god. How do you puke?
I run
Gracefully.
away.
Gracefully.
Gracefully.
Okay, you are offered very timidly a bucket.
I very.
Okay.
And once it's up, I'll finish the pie.
And the woman just kind of looks at you like... And she goes to put a hand on your shoulder like, are you okay, son?
I wouldn't.
But she sees all the puke and just decides against it and says, look next time, son.
Have you got like a wet wipe or something?
Oh, I've
Okay.
got some, She
Oh,
chucks a couple of rags for you and she's like, keep them. Don't worry about it. I've got plenty of rags. Don't keep
I'll give her a little pat on the shoulder. Cheers for the pies, love.
Yep.
I imagine my breath is amazing right now.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah. delicious.
What meat was in the pies? I never even asked. I just inhaled. Just meat.
It was undetermined meat. Not entirely sure where it
Nondescript
came
northern
from.
meat.
It didn't taste like
It was
beef.
Findus.
It tasted like
It could have been
pork.
anything.
Findus.
It was Iceland circa 10 years ago.
Oh god.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a British joke.
There's a British joke. American viewers, don't Google it. It's not worth it.
Not the country.
Good old horse meat.
Oh, you've ruined it. Spoilers.
Iceland, not Tesco.
After your pie eating exploits, where would you like to head to next?
A bathroom.
Someone to clean up. You
So
said that there was
there's
Sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead.
There is the fantasy equivalent of festival toilets.
Excellent. So no sink, no running water.
No
just a,
Right. Great
There's a
detail
trough.
with skill checks. This encounter.
How do you not fall into the medieval porta potty?
by going nowhere near it and going to find the bar.
There
So
is a
basically,
town fountain.
Oh yeah, I'll have a bath in the fountain.
Yeah, bath in the bath in the town fountain.
Okay, you see that this is a very beautiful fountain, and it's like a memorial fountain
Okay.
to war heroes, as Keebler and
same.
Tarek just throw themselves in it and just dirty this beautifully clean water.
When in fact, not fail.
By this point, Finbar, Erasmus, Boris, and Ari, you would walk out to see Keebler and Direk splashing around in this memorial fountain while people kind of look on horrified, but also too scared to say anything.
I undo my top knot and just shake my hair out.
It's like Bob and Fabio is in the house.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
And then tie back up again.
What have they been up to?
I imagine I've rolled my dress up and
I
tucked
don't
it into
know.
my
I
belt
don't
just to
know.
keep it dry.
I really
Not sure I want to know either. Darak,
Hello.
Keebler. Listen, we've got a slight change of plans. At midnight tonight, in like 3 hours' time, we're meeting this Lorena artist woman who's going
Lenora.
to paint me in the nude. That's the one. You remember that? Yes.
She's going to
Yes.
paint you while she's nude, or she's going to paint you.
I hope so.
Wow,
Yes,
you're-
it wasn't made clear, so I'm gunning for that. But also,
Bit
there
too
may
much
be
nudity.
some relevant things to our investigation happening as well, which I'm less interested in. But you know,
Oh yeah, we've got a job. I got distracted by pie.
well, yes,
That's
she thinks that there's a location where people might have been going missing that we could look into. A couple of people went missing there recently, you see.
Oh, yes.
So we'll go looking around, see what we find, if anything. Best case scenario, there's nothing there, and she just paints me in a nude, and then gets nude herself.
Who's that the best case scenario for?
Not us.
Everyone.
Yeah, and Aaron, me and Aaron.
You remember the part when he said, Harry, that he would happily kill all of the half-elves? Right, you remember that bit?
He says things like that all the time. You have to take it with a grain of salt.
I think
I
he
really
means
do.
it.
No, I consider Ari to be sub half elf. One step below.
So she's like a goblin is to me.
All the half elves, get rid of them, and it's just me and Ari. It's like when you call someone subhuman, sub half elf. See? It works.
Ari is still going to look a little perplexed at this, like she's happy that Finbar wants her alive, but she's
People
unhappy
are-
that she's considered less than a half elf.
Keebler understands the concept because it's sort of the same with goblins and hobgoblins. Hobgoblins are up there. Goblins, yeah. Shit on our shoe.
She's so much more, and at the same time, so much less. But let's move on and spend a couple of hours here, get a few drinks in us. I'll get my my One Piece ready, and we'll do this thing.
Okay. So, you do exactly that. You spend a couple of hours enjoying the rest of the festival. There's, you play a couple of games of, like, there's Coconut Shy, that's really obviously rigged. There's people playing chess and checkers. There's all sorts of just fun and shenanigans, and you have a nice couple of drinks and just, relax before the time rolls around and you make your way to the town gate. And you see Lenora is there with her cart ready, with a horse pulling it. It's a beautiful horse. Nice chestnut mare. And she's sat there.
I wonder if it could be in the
with
pie.
Traveling cloak hood pulled up, and she's oh, hello there, everybody. Oh, there's more of you.
Yeah, this is the rest of our group here. The Nora.
You all look like competent, strong adventurers. I feel safe.
Are you drunk?
Yes.
Because we are.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Safety levels dropping. But,
It's probably for this.
safety in numbers?
All is good.
Now, in terms of payment, I did offer to pay you while you escorted me to the ruins. That will be done. I can give you all 50 gold now, each, and 50 when we return. Is that amenable?
Fine by me.
That sounds
It's acceptable.
Excellent. Okay. Would you prefer to wait until we got there, or would you like
No,
it
no,
now?
you can pay us now. You can pay us now.
That's
Okay,
fine.
and
Yes, no.
she reaches into a like a lockbox that she's got under the seat, and she pulls out like individual gold purses and tosses them all to you.
Thank you.
Are we all ready?
Thank you.
Okay.
Never been more
As
ready.
much as I think we'll ever be.
So you
How
all hop
far
up
is
onto
it
the
to
cart.
the ruins?
Maybe an hour. I think, judging by my map at least. Barring any major catastrophes, we should be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well then, no time
Are
like
you
the
expecting
present.
any major catastrophes?
Well then,
I'm not expecting
let's head
one.
on.
Good.
Okay, so you all climb up on the cart, and she leads you out of town, and she sort of leads you east, along a road which doesn't seem to be incredibly well traveled. Not so much as like the main road that you came into town on. This one is more of a cart track, but you can see that it is a semi quite well used cart track. And you are, you're traveling for quite some time. Almost an hour passes before you can see up on the horizon a hill. And you can see on top of this hill there appears to be a what maybe once was a temple. And it was a large stone structure, but you can see that it's in some state of disrepair. It's like a shadow highlighted by the very large and bright moon. And you see like there's pillars and stuff that have fallen down, and like there's a turret that's broken. But as you move closer, you can see that this was indeed an old temple, and there's statues, very, very large statues of an ancient god that has long been forgotten, that have fallen over, and its face has long since eroded away, and there's like bits missing. As you pull in, you can see that there are quite a lot of human-sized statues here. Or humanoid-esque statues here. All incredibly lifelike.
I know what you've done, Susie.
What, me?
These are very good.
Boris,
And
Magnanimous dispensation.
Architect charges £150 donation. Holy shit. Very nice.
Wow.
Thanks so much.
Nice.
I think I might know what that is, actually.
fantastic. Boris is going to spend a spell slot and use primeval awareness which, if there is, it lasts 5 minutes, and I can sense if the following creatures are within 1 mile: aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead.
You detect none of those.
These are very good, Lenora. Did you sculpt these yourself?
Perhaps. And she leads you further into the grounds.
I think she's full of
Because if
shit.
you did, I've got some friends whom I would like to be added to this collection here.
Can I?
Ari, for instance, she'd look great in the statue. And then me, kind of in the center, a really big one. What I was thinking.
I
from
even have a
fully
pose
loaded-
ready.
I could.
You said perhaps. That wasn't a yes or a no.
What would your pose be, Ari? Because I already have Finbar's. I know his pose.
All right.
Ari,
I've got many. I've got a whole book on them, in fact.
Can I?
Ari's going to like turn around, hands on hips, and like look over the shoulder, kind of thing.
Can I make an insight check on this? Because I
certainly
try to look at her to say,
And you see her for a moment as the cart is slowly moving forward. She pulls out a sketchbook and goes, yes. The 1440s Tits and Ours comic book. Yes. I can see it. Yes. Oh, perfect.
Exactly. I wanted to focus on my assets.
We can definitely enhance the assets. Yes. What
think
was
it
the
would be
result
an
of the
awesome-
insight?
that was 11.
11. She's being a bit cagey about something, but you don't know if that's just the artistic temperament. You know how artists are.
No. Famously don't.
Can I cast Detect Magic?
You can.
Okay. Crap.
Okay, so you cast. Are you casting it as a ritual, or are you just doing it?
Just to see what's going on.
Okay, so you pop
Just
detect
my
magic.
surroundings.
Okay. Any magical items that your companions have will glow. But you don't see anything else magical in this area.
Okay.
But you now enter through a sort of archway, and you can see that there is like a portcullis. And as the cart clears, you hear the clanging of steel and the rustle of chains as the portcullis slams shut behind you.
I'll immediately pull out my shield.
Oh, that's strange.
Whoa.
What happened there? And she leads the cart forward.
No, hang on. I'm going to jump off the cart.
Yeah, likewise.
Go and see if I can lift
Yeah,
that
I'll
portcullis back up.
Okay.
Ari's going to stay
I
very
will
easily
help him.
on the cart.
Or is this going to
She turns back and goes, I don't know where you're going. We still need to go a little way ahead.
I'm making sure we've got a way out. Catch you.
Oh, okay.
I will
All
help.
right, so strength checks, please. Let's use athletics for this one.
Yeah.
Athletics.
Oh god, that's an 8.
That's a
do I get
seven.
advantage because he's helping me? People's helping.
Yeah,
I
let's-
do not have.
Go for it.
That's better.
Much
That's
better.
25.
Okay, so you plant your feet, you squat down low, you bend those knees, and you put everything you've got into lifting this portcullis, but it does not budge.
I am not confident about going in here without a way out.
Neither's Keebler.
Okay, so Erasmus, Ari, and Finbar, you're still in the car. Okay.
Just
She reaches a point where she pulls on the reins and the horse stops and she hops down. And she's, oh, come on, come down this way. The lighting is just sublime in this chamber. Look at it. It's fabulous. Look. Oh, those moonbeams. Oh. Finbar, if I could just ask you to stand just there.
Absolutely. I would have to agree this moonbeam is positively arousing.
You walk forth into like a shaft of moonbeam, and it's beautiful. Ari, Finbar looks radiant. He looks celestial. He looks otherworldly. He looks gorgeous. And you see, Lenora.
Make sure to catch the moonlight on that jawline. Raise your head slightly there, Finbar.
She's pulled out like an easel from nowhere, and she has paper and charcoal, and she's getting the lines, and she's doing the measurements, and And then once she has like a sketch, and it's a very, very good sketch, she puts down the charcoal and dusts her hands off and just shouts, "Honey, I'm home!" And you hear from behind you, Ari and Finbar, the sound of something slithering along stone. And out of the darkness comes a tall humanoid woman with the lower half of a snake. Her head, instead of hair, is a wreath of snakes. And she just says,
No.
Darling, what have you brought me today? Everybody roll initiative.
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
I knew it.
Yep.
Is this part of the
That's right,
pose?
Oh, come on.
Part of the pose.
It's part of the post. Don't worry.
Okay, good.
Well, okay.
Check.
I'm so
glad I
distracted by
got that room.
Finbar.
He's so beautiful.
What do I
It really does suit me.
Shit. Oh no. Lost my page. Oh, bugger.
Did I... Oh, come on. I'm still getting used to this.
Okay. Can I get a... Is there a 25 to 20 in initiative? Nope. No, all right.
No.
20 to 15?
18.
18. So that's for Keebler.
Keebler.
That's an 18. Nothing else between 20 to 15. Nobody else.
Oh, God.
No.
Okay.
Okay. 15 to 10.
14.
14 for Finbar. Okay. That'll be that one. 10 to 5?
7.
Oh, God.
10.
Okay.
Boris.
That is Boris. And we have 5 to 1.
1.
Who has the highest dex modifier out of you two?
I have a +0.
Erasmus, what's your
I
dex?
have a +3.
+3.
How did you roll a 1 with a +3 to Dex?
No, it's 4, yeah.
You got a 4, yeah.
Okay. I guess.
You'll be pleased to know, though, Chris. For
Oh, yeah.
once, Derek is not last.
What?
Woo!
Crazy joke.
Sorry.
Whereabouts on this,
That might be more than one
Exactly.
thing.
whereabouts on this map do you want us, Susie?
Yeah,
I'm
that
sorry?
works there.
Does all work?
Yep. And I need 3 of the other one that I sent you.
Yeah? Oh. Okay. Good.
Hey, guys, I
And
think we've
put
got
them
4
behind her.
enemies. I think
Okay, so
Derek and I
I'm-
were hanging back a bit because we were
I'm
sorting out the
still
portcullis.
back at the portcullis at the
You
entrance.
can move your
Yeah.
tokens.
Yeah, I gave up on that. So what's the distance between the portcullis and the snake woman?
It should be kind of flipped the other way. Sorry, Will. Where all them guys are where the Medusa is.
Okay.
Oh, God, she's coming for us.
Run for your lives!
Oh, right, okay.
So the portcullis is there behind you. Each one of these squares is 5 feet.
Uh-huh.
Right, okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Do I need to make a character so I can control these? Like a sheet, so it will.
I can move them for you. For the easiest thing to do.
Okay, no worries, no worries. Oof.
Okay.
Where's Darakov?
Oh, you jumped off a cliff. He's dead to us. Dead to us.
The map, because I don't know who the portcullis is.
So yeah, those creatures, wink, are like behind her, like coming out this room. Yeah, you got it.
Room.
Cool. I will be back with Derek as well.
Okay.
You should be able to move your own tokens now.
Oh, sweet.
We go there. Ooh.
Okay.
So, top of the round, we have Keebler.
Okay. First of all, do I recognize this creature in any way whatsoever? Any mythology or?
Roll a intelligence.
Straight intelligence? Okay.
Straight intelligence.
That is a 22.
You're a learned fellow.
Can I
You've
roll
read
a-
books. This
Oh,
is
no,
a
never
Medusa.
mind.
Yeah. Okay, do I know about its particular attributes?
You do. You've heard that you should avoid her gaze at all costs.
Oh, yes. So I will avert my gaze, and I will cast... Blur on myself.
Okay, so just as a heads up at the top of this round, if you do avert your gaze when attacking the Medusa, any attacks you make will be made with disadvantage because you're not
Correct.
looking at the target as you're attacking it.
Yeah. Actually, can I, instead of casting Blur, I'd like to cast Slow. Am I able to do that whilst averting my gaze if I cast it in the general direction? Okay, I will cast Slow.
Slow is a saving throw, right?
It is. It is a 20-foot cube.
Are you dropping it on her?
Yes, I will be dropping it on her, and there was an entrance behind her, so I'd kind of want to catch her as being the front in case there's anything behind her.
Okie
Being
doke.
tactical war mage and not at all looking at the map.
So what saving
wisdom
throw is
sa-
that?
It's a Wisdom DC 15.
Okay. She makes the save.
Ah, damn. Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to do? Do you want to move or anything?
I will move away from this gate. I will take myself. The pillar sort of top right of me, is it just a pillar? Is that a wall I can cover behind? Or?
Yeah, it's like a chest high wall. This is a video game, so all walls are chest high walls that you can hide behind.
Of course they are. In which case I will sort of get behind this wall here, move just over across. And back to the wall, shield ready. That's my turn.
Okie doke. And it is now her turn, so she's going to let me just check. Oh, okay, she's gonna stay exactly where she is. And she's going to make 2 attacks at let me see who we got. We've got at Boris, because Boris and Boris is kind of big and has a bow, so she's going to shoot Boris twice.
Ow.
Or attempt to, at least. And probably not gonna with a 10
Nope.
and a 13.
Nope.
Okay, that's fine. Sure, Medusa, just waste your turn being rubbish.
Thanks so much to Pumpkinberry for the raid. Welcome in, you guys. If you're not following Pumpkinberry, go and do so. She's playing City of Mistverse in like an hour and a half time. She's awesome. Thank you, guys.
Alright. She's going to stay where she is and be menacing and dare you all to look at her. Finbar, you're up.
Oh my lord. Well, if I'm up, then Is this part of it all? Why are there monsters?
Oh, wait, okay. You are within 30 feet of the Medusa at the start of your turn. I need you to
Certainly
make a
am.
Constitution saving throw.
I definitely am, and I'm definitely still looking at her.
Yep.
And T-Blood
That's a free.
forgot to find out about the thing that he knows.
So, Finbar, you turn to look at this creature, and you are amazed at how beautiful she is, even though she is half snake. And you feel your body lock as you begin to turn to stone. You think for one last minute, oh shit, I'm turning to stone. Hold a really good pose. How does Finbar pose?
Oh yeah, just like a contemplating gentleman.
Like a blue steel, like...
A blue steel.
Yeah. Oh. You'll watch as Finbar just freezes in place.
Goodbye, sweet.
Solid stone. I gave him a tango, I just turned into a statue.
If he dies this way, he's happy.
Someone had to make that pun.
Okay. So,
Sorry.
What is she attacking with?
she's attacking with a longbow. But you do see that at her hip, she has a short sword.
Right.
Okay. So the first of the lizard-like creatures is going to move forward and strum on a guitar, apparently.
Have you thrown us against the Medusa and 3 basilisks? Because that's just cruel.
Oh no.
She wants us to get stoned, guys.
Right? You know
And
that's
it's going
illegal,
to
don't you?
move forward as far as it can, but it can only move 20 feet. So it's going to rush towards the party, so that's...
Were any of them within the cube of my slow when I cast it?
The front one actually would be. Let me just roll a check to see if it... Oh no, it made the save with a 16.
Damn. Okay.
So that first one, Will, is going to move forward 20 feet, so 4 squares.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom.
Thank you very much. And that's its turn. And the one after it is going to move up behind it too.
Cool.
And then it's Boris's turn.
Light to eat.
Right. Okay. I apologize in advance. It's going to take a while.
Oh no.
I have a few things that happened during my first turn.
Gotcha.
Right. So.
Actually, though,
I
you
have
did
a-
start your turn within 30 feet of the Medusa, I think. Hang on. Yes, you did. So please make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Save is... dear. I have too many windows in this thing.
Please make the save.
Please.
Do I have any chance to shout out what I know?
That's a 6.
We're all gonna die around one.
Boris, you prepare yourself for your action. You have your series of actions planned. You know what you're going to do, but as you ready yourself, you freeze in place. How do you pose before you...
I pose as I reach for my bow over one shoulder and an arrow over the other shoulder. So it's like a getting ready pose.
It's an action pose.
Yeah.
Do
Okay.
I see this and do I have a chance to shout out?
Yes, okay, so by this point you're like, don't look at her!
For fuck's sake,
So
don't
if I
look at her!
catch that, then I'm not. Then I'm going to sort of
Roll your eyes.
look away, move over here behind that wall, and then try and shoot that way.
Okay, so roll to
Doesn't
attack
do-
then at disadvantage.
Yep, right. So, Dread Ambusher gives me a... basically, if the first attack hits, it gives me another attack. So that's 1, 2... the longbow is 6. No, that's a 7, so that doesn't hit. But I have an extra attack, my regular extra attack. Yes, that's a natural 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Right, so shall we do that first? Because
Okay,
I've got another extra attack.
Okay, yep.
So, right, so my longbow is 1d8 plus 3. Because it's a crit, it's 2d8, and I've got savage attack, so that's 3d8.
She hasn't taken damage yet?
So that's
Oh no, that's
16
that's
points.
yeah. Never mind.
That's 16 points of damage. That was my. That was the regular damage from the second attack. Yeah. And then, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Hail of Thorns.
Oh.
So, from the arrow that hit her, thorns start sprouting. And it is... let me just check.
I think with the spell like Hail of Thorns, though, you'd have to cast it.
Yes, that's right. I should have cast it before.
Before.
Then it happens next attack.
Yes, so you could do it with your
I've
next
cast
attack.
it now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it. Because I missed the first attack, I don't get the second.
Gotcha. Okay, so on your next attack, if you hit thorns, we got thorns.
Yeah.
There will be a thorn in the side. Erasmus, you're up.
Okay, so you got two basilisks and like that. From what I see, and the Medusa like 10, 20, 40 feet like in front of me. So what I'm going to do? Is it okay if I could just hide? Is it possible for me to hide behind this barricade over here?
Yep, certainly.
Okay, but before I do that, I'm going to cast Magic Missile.
Okay.
Hey.
Are you averting your eyes?
I
mean, Magic Missile will hit regardless, but I just need to know if you're making sure to not look at her.
do I have to roll like a check?
No. Just let me know if you're looking at her or not. It's unfortunately with this type of monster, I need to know if you're.
No, I was just looking at Erasmus, like oh, I'm looking at Finbar. Sorry, I'm looking at. I was like, oh no, he's turned to stone.
Oh no!
I look so good right now.
So handsome.
Look at myself.
Goodbye forever.
So yeah, I cast Magic Missile.
Okie dokie, roll your damage.
1d4 plus 1. Alright, hold on. Damn it. I'm still trying to get used to this.
It's all good.
It's slash down. Instead of roll.
Okay, so I'll just roll in and add a plus 1 for damage. Did it work?
Roll it into the chat box and then it'll show up.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
There you go.
Hey, so that's 3 damage. Nice.
How many darts do you get?
Magic missile. Yeah, it's 3d4 plus 1 for each missile, I believe.
Yeah, it shoots 3 darts.
Okay, so
that one's gonna be.
That was the first one.
you roll for each dart, yeah. So 2 more rolls.
Okay. So that first one was 3 because I have plus 1d4 plus 1.
Yep.
Here's another one. 3, that means 4. And then next one, 3.
Nice. Okay, so these darts hit her and you hear a hiss in pain as she draws back from these force darts. Okay. Darak. Finbar has just frozen to a very beautiful statue in front of you.
So, how far away from everyone am I if I'm at the portcullis?
You are 20 feet
I move back here, I
behind
forget.
Finbar.
Okay.
Because it's also my turn. I move back to the barricade.
like
Cool.
50 feet away from the creature.
Cool. All right. I'll avert my eyes.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna move over, and hunker down behind Finbar. Is he completely stone at this point?
Finbar is completely stone.
I'm rock.
Okay. I'm
He's
gonna
so
cast.
stoked right now.
I mean, I was hoping I could go through his pockets and look for mirrors, but if he's stone, that's not gonna help. Who's within 30 feet of me? Is everyone within 30 feet of me? Yeah.
I am.
Yeah. So
I
I'm
am.
going to cast Bless at 3rd level, and I'm going to get everyone except Finbar with it. So it's concentration for a minute, and whenever you make an attack roll or a saving throw, you can add a d4 to the number rolled. And because it's 3rd level, I can get all 5 of us with that.
Fantastic.
Nice.
And that's for attack rolls and skill
Attack rolls
rolls?
and saving throws.
Oh, saving throws, okay.
But no ability checks. Yeah.
Not ability checks, no.
We are
that
dwarves.
is, anything I can do with the bonus? Actually, nobody's been hurt yet, have they? Apart from Finbar.
Nope.
Stoned. No, cool. That is my turn. I'm just going to take a knee behind Finbar and keep my eyes down. And get my shield out as well.
Alright, and so at the end of Dark's turn, that very last basilisk and they're going to come and run up right behind his two brothers.
Oh, hey, Basilisk.
That last little boy goes in there. Which will bring us to Keebler.
Okay, so remembering the mythology behind this particular creature, I reach into my rucksack and pull out my robe of useful items and tear up a patch that contains a steel mirror.
Nice.
I put it in front of my shield and just start running forward, shield up, so covering my face and my eyes, shield in front of me.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get myself to there. Just shield and thing ready. That was my action to tear the thing off. And I've just got the mirror there, so yeah, that's it.
Okay. So, which will bring us to the Medusa's turn. And she's going to... She sees you coming with the mirror from a distance and just like, looks away. And she's going to aim at... Oh my god! I forgot Ari. Ari hasn't gone. I am so sorry.
Hey, no worries, no worries. Ari's probably just been panicking that Finbar's turning to stone anyway.
You should have gone.
No.
Those guys. I am so sorry. I would let you take your turn now.
All right, so after the initial panic, I think her instincts are going to be along the same as Derek's, so trying to find something shiny in the area. Is there anything that could possibly spy?
You note that this area is conspicuously absent of any reflective materials. There's even an interior fountain that is completely bone dry.
If only I was wearing Finbar's mirror line of panties. Reflective. Big mistake. Okay. Is there water anywhere?
There is not.
Okay. Then Ari is going to make sure to try and look at the shoulder of the Medusa and somewhat blindly aim and toss a dagger right at one of the snake heads.
Okay, so roll to attack, but roll with disadvantage.
Okay.
While she's making the throw, is it dim light here, or is it just lit up with the moonbeams, or...?
Yeah, it's kind of dim in here. There's some moonlight filtering through, but it is pretty dark in here.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
Good to know. Thank you.
So that's 11.
11.
You get to add a d4 to that because of Bless.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, get to add a d4. So 11. Plus 3, so we've got 14.
That'll be plus your dexterity and your proficiency, so you definitely hit.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because my dex is +3.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. Daggers. What are they? It was
Should be a D6. D4
4?
plus dex.
D4 plus dex. So,
Ooh!
okay. So,
Seven.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Nice!
7 in total.
Okay. And you hear her hiss out in pain, like literally hiss. And you hear the snakes on her head hiss in pain as this dagger sinks into her chest. You'll all note that the artist has run away. She's made herself scarce in the midst of this. Okay, right. So
Ari's gonna again hide behind Finbar like the statue.
okay. Finbar is now
Everyone's hiding
caught.
behind
It's
him.
not a time for a conga.
Okay, which will bring us to the Medusa, who is going to try and
Look shiny.
skirt around Keebler with the very shiny shield and not look at him.
Nah.
She can move 30 feet, so 5. She's going to do a stand in front of Boris. Because she can get there with her movement.
Whoa.
And then she's going to attack him 3 times.
Oh shit!
Because Boris hit her for quite a bit, and she is upset. So
She is pissed.
she's pissed. Chris, indeed.
That's what I'm gonna
She is. Oh, fuck. I'm dropping my d20s all over the place. Right. She's going to roll a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. You feel tiny, but many tiny punctures as
Oh, no.
she lunges forth, and all the snakes on her head bite at you. So that is 5 piercing damage
Right.
plus
Well, yeah, wait for the and.
4, 5 plus oh no. 29 poison damage.
Ow.
Ooh.
And then
Ouch.
she's going to
Is there a save
Two.
against the poison?
nope,
No.
it's just poison damage. And then she rears back and pulls out the short sword, and she's going to hit you twice with that, in theory. Let's see if she does it in practice. That would be a 20 not natural to hit one,
Yeah, that hits.
and 9 on the other, so she hits with 1. And she will do just 5 slashing damage with that one.
Okay. That reduces me to 1 hit point.
Oh shit!
Oh no.
TPK. TPK.
TPK. Okay.
Oh.
Hey, thanks for having us on, guys. It's been a good experience.
I hope you've got
Go
plans
die
for the
in
next
the corner
level, Will.
Hey, I haven't killed any guests
Because-
yet.
If I didn't have relentless endurance, I would be dead. I would be on 0.
So I knocked you down to 0 for you to come back with relentless endurance. Oh.
Yes, you come back with 1.
Okay. So, that will now take us to Basilisk number 1, who's right at the front. And he's going to rush towards Keebler. And he's going to, he can get there, yep.
Get back
And
to
he's
you.
going to bite Keebler. So, in theory, anyway. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be a 23 to hit.
Oh, that might just about hit.
Just tickle a little bit.
Barely hit.
That's 8 piercing damage plus 2 poison damage.
Okay. So 10.
So that's Basilisk number 1. And the second basilisk is going to move forward towards Keebler, but it's not going to get there with its movement, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, it can get there because it moves 20. So.
Did the basilisk convert its gaze against the mirror?
Huh?
Did the basilisk
No,
convert
basilisk.
its gaze against
No.
the mirror?
It's in bright light, and we're not in bright light.
Fair enough.
So Basilisk 2 can get to Keebler, and that's going to try and attack Keebler 2. Does a 16 hit?
It does not. Yay, shield.
Oh, okay. So you are being harried by a second Basilisk. Boris. On 1 HP, a very large, scary snake lady is bearing down upon you. What are you going to do?
I will run away, I think, and try and regroup. So I'm going to make my way through this gap over here.
Okay, as you move, she will get an attack of opportunity.
Hang on. Before I move, I cast as a bonus action. I cast. Not cast. I use. It's a cast. It's a Zephyr Strike, which is a second level spell, which prevents attacks of opportunity. Okay.
With Zephyr Strike, do you have to make an attack first? I think.
No, I cast it. You move like the wind. Until the spell ends, your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. Once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack roll on your turn. As its concentration lasts 1 minute. So only if within that minute I take an attack, then I get advantage on it. So,
Will, could you move the Medusa, please? So it's
the Medusa is down just below Keebler.
Down here where I'm currently standing.
Yeah, there we go.
It also increases my walking speed by 30 feet.
Woo.
So I'm going to move to the long range of my bow.
Okie doke. All right. Is that everything?
Yep.
Okay.
No, actually, I do have an extra attack, so I will do that. Because I don't have... because of the advantage I get from the Zephyr Strike, that cancels out a disadvantage, is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's a straight roll.
It's a straight roll. That's that. Didn't do it. Sorry. I still had things. Come on.
Same roll. That was quite impressive.
Oh, it's a 19 or a
disadvantage.
Okay, fine. Yep. Okay. Yep. So that's a plus 8. It's a 27 to hit.
That hits. Yeah.
Okay. Monty 8. Okay, plus 3. 4.
Right.
4.
Okay, so you dash away, feeling your life force. Yeah. Feeling a bit dicey. You felt better as you dash away and loose an arrow, which will then bring us to Ari.
Sorry. Oh no, that's taking a potion as a bonus action.
Taking you've used your bonus action to cast Zephyr Strike.
Yeah. So I will do that next turn.
Mm-hmm. So after Boris, we have Ari.
Okay. How many of the snake's heads are left? Or are they all still in one piece, the heads of the snake?
Oh, they're all still in one piece.
Okay. I would like to somehow, miraculously, while looking down at my feet, take my adventurer's rope and tie the heads together.
Are you trying to give the Medusa a ponytail?
Yes, in a way.
Okay.
I just feel like we might have an easier time if they are all tied together.
Okay, so you have to move down to the Medusa to get into range with her.
I actually can't see the map physically on my side.
Oh.
If you right-click, you can click on. Oh no, wait, it's not right-click. There's an option on the right-hand side for you to load it up.
Oh, there we go. Now I can see it.
I reshared for you. There you go.
Thank you. All right. So, yeah. So I'm here. So kind of get around the. Is each square 10? Is it, or is it?
Each square is 5.
Each square is 5. Okay, so. Okay, so I could make I could just about make going right behind her.
Okay, you would, as you do that, you would pass by a basilisk, which would get an attack of opportunity upon you.
Is this bit like here solid wall?
Nope, it's like ruins. You know, it's a debris. It's just
okay.
map
Then
detail.
can I go around that way?
Yeah. You're good.
There we go. Cool. I'll go around that way to avoid the basilisk as much as possible.
All right.
Just like,
okay.
Hey, don't mind me, guys.
So, let's figure out how we can do this. We'll go initially. Let's go with a grapple. To see if you can grapple them. So it would be an athletics check from you.
Okay. Come on, Archie. Look at me.
So Ari, you sort of jump up to try and grab these snakes, but unfortunately you just miss.
All right.
Her head whips round to look at you, and they all just hiss in unison.
All right, she's gonna stand there with her eyes closed.
Like a toddler, you can't see me. Erasmus, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to cast Magic Missile again, but this time at 2nd level, meaning that it's another 1d4 plus 1, so I have to add another one. Here I go.
So that's 4.
Without looking, by the way. It's 4. 3, that plus 1 is 4. 4, that's 5.
Nice.
4, that's another 5.
Nice.
And that is 2.
Very good.
And then I move the behind here next to Derek.
Okie dokie. So Ari, as you stood there with your eyes closed going, oh my god, you hear her hiss in pain as 5 darts just hit her body. Which will bring us to Darak.
Cool. So, keeping my gaze averted, I'm going to turn around and look directly at Boris. Without looking anywhere else, and I'm going to cast a 2nd level healing word as a bonus action.
Okay.
So that's 2d4 plus my spellcasting ability modifier plus 4 because I'm Disciple of Life. So that is 2. 3, 7, 11 points of healing.
Oh,
big rolls from Derek.
All helps.
As always. And then, keeping my eyes averted, I'm going to use my movement, all 25 feet of my movement, to get up next to this basilisk. And then I'm going to hit it with my warhammer.
Nice!
Obviously at disadvantage.
To whack.
Ooh.
So,
Hey!
So that was only 24 to hit.
Nice.
I assume that hits. Oh, for God's sake. That's 5 points of bludgeoning damage as I just kind of lightly flail with my warhammer.
You hear it yelp as you just... You make contact, though, miraculously.
I hate this.
Okay. That will be next one is Basilisk 3, who's all the way back in that room, who should be in the entranceway, but Will didn't move him last turn. But he can't get anywhere anyway because he's only got little lizard legs. So that will bring us to Keebler.
Okay, they are all within a nice cube. I'm going to cast Slow again, which is actually a 40-foot cube. I got it wrong. So, Slow. So Wisdom saves from the Medusa and all the Basilisks. Not my allies, because they don't have to do it. Hooray!
Okay. So it's 16,
15.
right? Your DC? 15.
15 is my DC.
The Medusa makes it.
Damn.
Basilisk 1 fails, and
Yay.
Basilisk 2 fails.
Yeah. What about Basilisk 3?
Basilisk 3?
Great. They're all in range.
Basilisk 3 is an idiot and got a minus.
Okay, so all of the Basilisks are under the effect of Slow, which means they have half speed, they have a reduction to their AC and their dexterity saving throws by 2, which makes my life so much easier. And they don't have reactions, and they can only attack once. So I'm going to move away.
Yep, that's a very smart thing to do.
That's just a very long-winded way of getting a disengage action. I am going. Can I hand off or drop the mirror at my feet as I'm walking back?
Sure.
Just as a 3 thing. And then I'm going to take one of the 4 potions of healing that I have from my rug of beautiful items and chug.
Yep.
Very quick potions. That is. Oh god, I can't tell what that is. Numbers. I can't read the d4s on here. I'll tell you what. I'll just roll normal dice. Carry on with your day. I'll roll some dice.
You rolled a 3 and a 4, if that helps.
Yeah, you got a 3 and a 4.
Oh, in which case that's 9 points of healing. Great.
Nice.
Keebler's feeling better.
So it's Medusa's turn, and she wants to kill Ari. However, Madame Gandalf is not here. And I don't know her AC.
She's evaded you.
And I don't want to kill her when she's not here. So
hold a turn.
We shall hold the turn until Madame Gandalf is back, so I can kill her. I mean, sorry.
This turn shall pass.
So it's Basilisk number 1's turn, and he's going to try and eat Derek with his 1 attack that he gets. And that's going to be a 17 to hit.
Not with my shield up, that misses.
Ooh, okay. So a very slow Basilisk comes in with a big chomp. But you're like, nah. Denied. Basilisk 2 is going to sidle up next to you, Derek. So that's the one below. The one below Derek.
Sorry, Susie, they get to repeat the saving throw at the end of their turn.
They do. Thank you very much. Fail. Basilisk is not very wise. Who knew? So Basilisk 2 is going to try and chomp you, Derek, because it can get to you.
Cool.
Just. No.
Awesome.
Which will bring us to Boris.
Okay, so as a bonus action, I'm going to drink my potion of superior healing.
Uh-huh.
Which gives me 25 points back, so I'm back to max health.
That was a lot of 2s.
Wow.
That was a lot of 2s. That was my magic item.
Oh, Gandalf back.
Hey. Right, so, and then with disadvantage, I'm going to shoot at the Medusa again.
You get a plus D4 to that attack as well.
Yes, right, so. 800 plus 8 plus 1d4.
Ooh.
So that was that. This was disadvantage, so it was it's an 11. That doesn't hit.
11. Unfortunately, 11 doesn't hit now.
So why does the disadvantage button not work? Okay, extra attack.
Uh-huh.
Same again. That is unlikely. Nope. Oh.
I think you still get the
If it wasn't for the
plus 4 less, though.
disadvantage. Nope. So 2 hours go wide.
Okay,
You
so
can still
you
add that
try.
D4 to that attack.
Oh yeah, I didn't add the
So
D4.
It does a 15 hit.
A 15 does hit.
Ooh, and I've got 2 hits. Yeah. So the first one is a regular one, which is 1d8 plus 3. That's 6. Oh, and the plus d4. No, not the d4 is on the third attack, not for damage. Yeah, okay. Plus another d8 from the Zephyr Strike, because this is the first one that hit after I cast Zephyr Strike. Right. It's 2.
Ooh, 2. Hey, damage is damage.
And for the second attack that hit is the regular damage, which is 9.
Okay. So for a second there, she was at the very nice HP.
Oh, the very nice HP. That's how we like it.
Nice. So
Oh, the Hail of Thorns I dropped because I cast Zephyr Strike. I
Zephyr
dropped
Strike,
the
yes.
concentration. I
concentration.
dropped the concentration on a Hail of Thorns. So that didn't
I was
work last time.
So the Medusa was holding her action, Madame Gandalf, because she wanted to attack Ari, but you weren't here. So she's gonna attack you, which is 3 attacks. So the snakes are going. So the snakes that you were reaching up to harness are going to try and attack you. However, I don't think a 11 will hit.
No.
So the snakes miss, but let's see how the short sword does. Attack 1 is 16.
That does hit.
So 16 hits, and then the second one is in that 1, so 1 hits.
I can only imagine her now, like closed-eyed, like dodging, and then like, oh, nope, still got that one.
That was 4 piercing damage on that one.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that was it. Yeah.
Madame Gandalf, she was all, I'm going to kill Ari, it's going to be great.
I was not. How dare you slander me? That's definitely not on video.
I don't know. I think the phrasing was, I don't want to murder her when she's not here.
It is, however, Ari's turn
I just
now.
went to the toilet and I came back dead.
So, are you trying to grapple the snakes once again, or what are we doing this turn, Ari?
Yes, we're gonna try and grapple them again.
Okay, so another athletics check, please.
All right, don't let me down, Aaron Jesus.
Oh, it was on 20 for a second. However, the snakes were too preoccupied with trying to bite your face off, so you allow them. You wait in a moment of zen. You know it's coming again. You know she's lunging for you, and you wait. You got your eyes closed. You just snatch the snakes as they are like a centimeter away from your face. Like you can feel the fang brush your cheek, but you have them in hand. Are you gonna roll me a sleight of hand check to try and bind them with rope?
Okay. Come on. 21.
Oof. Okay, yeah. So you've got the snakes and they're writhing, and you're fighting them, and you just quickly with the rope just loop knot around and tie it off. And you hear her hiss, and she pulls back and screams. And if you had your eyes open, you'd be able to see that she was trying to claw behind her to get them, but the snakes are going too crazy that she can't undo it.
Sweet. I don't think I could do anything else on my turn now, right?
No, that would be your action.
Yep.
Cool. You can move.
I will move just like behind this bit of wallish thing-ish here. Just a little out of the way.
Okay, okay. You're still within sort of melee range, so she doesn't get to hit you for free. Erasmus.
Okay. Now I'm going to equip my crossbow. I'm going to shoot at her, at the Medusa.
Okay, so if you're averting your eyes, it's a disadvantage.
Disadvantage, okay. So it's a disadvantage then. Okay. Ooh, that's not good.
Even with the D4, that wouldn't hit, unfortunately. So your crossbow bolt goes wide as you are trying not to look at her desperately.
Damn.
So that's your action. Have you got any bonus action, a movement you want to do?
Well, I could. Let's see. I'm gonna move behind this wall over here.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Derek, you are being harried by two big snake basilisk boys.
Cool. Big basilisk boys. So
Yeah.
I will, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Ooh.
And my giant lollipop hammer is going to appear next to the Medusa.
Uh-huh.
Make an attack. I assume that because my gaze is averted, the Spiritual Weapon attack is going to be at disadvantage as well. That's how it works.
Let's go with yes. Because
Cool.
you are directing it to attack, so you need to sort of see where it's... Yeah. We can
Totally.
logic this out.
Just as a thought, if the Medusa's facing away from us, do we still have to make the save? She's not actually looking at us.
There's no facing in 5th edition.
Yeah,
I
there's
know.
no rules
I know,
for
I like
facing.
I like to logic it.
So that's a 21 to hit.
Yeah, I think that might do it, yeah.
Good. So that's going to be 6 points of damage, force damage.
Nice.
And then for my actual action, I'm just going to keep flailing with my warhammer at this basilisk.
Okie doke.
So disadvantage. That's going to be a 22 to hit.
Yes.
And that's 6 points of bludgeoning damage against the basilisk.
Nice.
And that is my turn.
Okay. And the little old basilisk that's right at the back now was in the slow cube. He's going to move up to try to get up to the side of Derek, but can't get there because he's too slow. Which will bring us back to the top of the round with Keebler.
Okay, so from where I am, Keebler is going to reach around to the front of his shield where there is a small crystal embedded on the front of it. Twist around. He is out of the 30 feet, so he's beyond the gaze.
Yep.
Hopefully. Spin the crystal round, and then chant a spell, and cast Chromatic Orb at the Medusa at just the first level.
Okay. What element are we using?
I am going to use fire.
Fire.
Keebler likes fire. Come on, fire. That is terrible. That's 13. That'll miss.
Nope, that doesn't hit, unfortunately.
Yep.
Okay, bonus on movement?
I have no bonus because I'm a wizard. My movement, I'm going to stay where I am.
Gotcha. Which will bring us to the Medusa, who is mighty pissed that her baby hair snakes have been taken out of the equation. So she's going to try and slice Ari with her sword. That was a natural 20 on the first one. And a 21 on the second one. She pissed. So on the first hit...
She pissed, I fucked.
Oh,
the
no.
first hit, you take 6 piercing damage. On the second, you take 4, so 10 in total.
That's a low crit.
She only does 1d6 with the sword.
That's all right. Oh, the other things. Don't tie her snakes so that pisses her off.
And she is going to slither back to where she was at the beginning of the fight. So you will get an attack of opportunity, Ari.
Will my spiritual weapon get one as well?
Yes.
With all of the heads of the snake tied together, I know what I want to try and do with my attack of opportunity if I get it. Nope. No, I don't. Never mind.
Mine is a 17 to hit.
17 hits?
So that is 5 points of force damage.
5 points of force damage. Nice. Okay, so she's now back against that wall where she was when we started, which will bring us to the basilisk that's fighting Darak, and it's going to try and bite him again. Nope. Why do I even bother? Basilisk 2 is going to try. Nope. Same dice. Which will bring us to Boris. Wow, these basilisks suck.
So the Medusa has moved away, which means I'm now out of her gaze. Is that right?
Yeah, well and truly out of her gaze, yeah.
Okay, so regular attacks then. So first attack. Is the bless still on?
It is.
Right, cool. So 22 to hit.
Yep.
That just reminded me, I forgot to put bless on my chromatic orb. Oh well. My fault, I forgot.
Yeah, I forgot about the bless.
10 points of damage.
Wow.
Extra attack.
Mm-hmm.
16 to hit.
16 does hit, yep.
For another 9 damage.
Nice. Okay, so she's starting to look pretty dang rough. She's like bleeding out of her mouth, and a couple of scales on her tail are gone. She's got a couple of open gashes. None of you can see this, of course, because you're all not looking at her, except maybe Boris, who's now not in her range for her eyes. So Boris, you see this, but the rest of you don't, because you're all like, no.
I was sort of looking at her because I was
She's
out of the way when before she moved. So.
Put her down.
Okay, so Ari.
All right, I'm gonna chop what are now gathered together like the snakes.
Okay, you're gonna try and chop her snakes off. You will have to move up to her because she has moved. With those back wall.
Yep.
You can do that. Cool.
Yep, I will try and slice with all my might.
Okie doke.
Would that be strength, right? Yep.
No, if we just roll it like an attack. So you
okay.
get to add your proficiency in dex.
And your D4.
Your D4. All the modifiers.
Yeah.
Okay. Bugger.
Ooh.
Ooh.
D4 could help.
So that's 7. Dex is 3, so that's
Dex
10. Proficiency is 3. 13
total.
Unfortunately, that's just short. But you are a threat right now. Okay, so that's Ari, which will bring us to Erasmus.
Very well then. Okay. It's gonna be a first, but I'm going to try. Would the Medusa be considered like a humanoid creature?
She is considered a monstrosity.
Monstrosity. Okay. Okay. Very well.
Very rude, but...
Okay, but I'm
You're a
gonna.
monstrosity.
Just trying to live a life.
I still got
you know?
I still got my crossbow on, so I'm gonna shoot at that basilisk over there, like
Gotcha.
between the other one and
Yep,
Medusa.
the one that's directly attacking. Yep.
Okay, that would be a strength plus No, not strength. That'll be a 20 plus 2, I believe.
It will be your dexterity and
Plus
proficiency.
3. Okay, a 20 plus 3. There we go. Proficiency. There we go. So crossbow will be to hit will be plus 6. So I'll be a roll. Here we go.
Oh yeah, that easily hits.
Plus 6. Oh yeah, definitely. And so the damage it'll be 1d8 plus 3.
Nice. Ooh.
4.
Okay. Yep. So you let loose a bolt with your crossbow, and it sinks into this basilisk, and it rears up in pain. And you see it has like 6 legs, not 4. It's weird. It's gross.
Oh my god.
Direct.
So the Medusa's moved up and is near me now, right?
Yes.
Cool. Alright. Alright, bonus action, I'm going to cast Sanctuary on myself.
Okay.
And then I know I'll draw an attack opportunity. Is it in the middle here, or is it up against the wall?
No, she's back where she was at the start, Will.
Alright, she's back here. What about this third basilisk around here? Is he moved?
No, she's right back at the wall where she first started the fight, Will.
Over by the tower.
At the right, yeah, near the tower, but yeah.
Cool, so I know I'll pull an attack opportunity, but I'm going to move over to the Medusa. I still averted.
Okay. So the basilisk's going to try and hit you, and...
They don't have reactions because they're under slow.
Yes, so no, it's not gonna.
It
doesn't matter anyway, because it would have missed.
Anyway. And I'm going to take a swipe at the Medusa with my warhammer. Disadvantage. So that's going to be a 15 to hit.
15 hits?
Yes. 4 points of bludgeoning damage. It's better than nothing.
Alright.
And I'm going to shout, a little help here!
Okay. And that last basilisk is going to pottle over to Derek. That one that's in this room is now... Yeah, it should be near him anyway, so that's fine. And it's going to try and hit you. You need to make a wisdom save. That's a big fail. There is no one else for it to attack.
It could attack the Medusa.
The Medusa?
Yes, it can. Why? Why does it successfully roll? It's my own mod. This is discrimination.
Oh, I love cleric.
Oh my god, no. Oh my god, no.
I think kills.
That's, hang on. Oh my god.
Is the Medusa averting a gaze from the basilisk?
Well, the basilisk averted the gaze from the Medusa.
But I'm gonna rule this magic fuckery that petrifying monsters cannot petrify each other.
That's fair. That is fair.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But... Oh, okay. Oh my god. He watches the basilisk takes an almighty chunk out of the tail of the Medusa. And Boris, she is looking so bad right now. She's looking like she's this far away from death. So that's going to bring us up to Keebler. And Keebler, you also notice that she is bleeding profusely.
Keebler's got ideas. So the last thing that I took from my robe is a scroll, which I pull out in front of me and start to read. And as I finish the scroll and throw it forward, it disintegrates. The dust flies, coalescing into this red energy right at the feet of the Medusa and explodes into a fireball.
Okay, so...
What?
That's
sorry,
all
Derek.
of the basilisks, the Medusa and Derek to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yes, DC 15.
Oh
I will roll
shit, I'm at disadvantage as well.
Yes, you are.
All right.
It's okay.
Oh god,
So
here we
it's a
go.
3. It's a 3.
They all, every single one of them fail.
Okay. Wow, hang on. So that's,
All
I've still got
right.
hang on, I'm not done yet. So that's 33 points of fire damage.
Cool. I'm still up.
So,
Are they?
Derek,
Oh,
you are stood, and you're feeling so smug about yourself because you caused this basilisk to rip the shit out of the Medusa, and you're like, dickhead, gotcha.
Oh my god.
As you do, you see something very bright in your periphery. And there's a moment of, oh shit, before you get down and shield up. And this almighty blast just erupts in front of... also, Ari, you need to make a dex save too, because you were there.
Is she? It's a 20-foot radius.
Yeah, Ari had moved up.
Oh, okay.
She moved up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here we go. I'm like here. Yeah.
I mean,
So,
I pretend that I
what
would have
saving
changed
throw
that
is
if I'd
it?
known you were there, but...
Dex.
Dex.
Okay.
I'll
So
pretend that I would have
We both get
totally
20
moved
plus
that.
that save. Wait, it's not going to help me.
21 should be good, right? 21 should be good.
21, yeah.
It's very good. So you make the save.
Yeah.
However,
So that,
after a moment...
yeah, so it would be
was-
half damage.
16.
16, yeah.
Ah,
So there's a moment of blindness and deafness where you're just like, oh my god, what happened? It's like a flashback in TV where it's all like, wee, and you take a moment to look around and you see that where once there were basilisks, there are now flaming piles of lizard meat. And where once there was a towering, proud Medusa, you see her on the floor. And out of nowhere, the artist runs in, skids on her knees, and cradles her head and goes, "Oh, my darling, what have they done to you?" And
Can I, as a bonus action, I would like... Sorry. Go ahead.
no, sorry, go ahead. No, what would you like to
I was
do?
going to say, as a bonus action, because it's still sort of my turn, I will cast Shadow Blade and just conjure this blade of shadows in my hands and start walking towards her.
Okay, as you do that,
Intimidating as fuck.
yeah, it's super scary. As you do that, the artist is cradling the Medusa in her arms, and she's crying, and she's, "Oh my darling, what did they do to you? I can't bear to live without you in this world. Please, just look upon me once." And they meet eyes, and she smiles as she freezes in place, cradling the head of the now dead Medusa.
Wow. Trying to sneak one.
Sounds like burnt dwarf.
By the way, Finbar is still frozen. So, you know, anytime you want to fix that is give Will something to do.
Are we still in initiative?
No, no longer an initiative.
So, like, I know this isn't going to work, but Darak doesn't know this isn't going to work. I'm going to go over and cast Lesser Restoration on him.
Okay. There's a
I've got nothing
moment
to help it.
where you press your hand to him and you like kind of touch him like on the arm because you just don't know where Finbar's been, even statue Finbar.
No, really
And
not.
you cast Lesser Restoration and you feel your magics go into him and you see his arm start to de-stone for a moment before it's just not quite strong enough and he returns it once more to stone.
Guys, he's really stoned. I don't think I can help him.
From my earlier 22 on the history arcana check on Medusa, do I know how to unpetrify?
Yes, you would know that a spell effect like this, or a magical effect like this, it needs to be done by a greater restoration or other spells of that kind.
Yep.
Or if you even took him to a powerful cleric or anything like that at a temple, you could probably pay to get him fixed. You could also try and get him fixed the other way while you were there.
I was going to say, paying to get him fixed would probably be quite funny.
That's like a public health benefit.
I think that Keebler thinks that we'd be thanked in the end. All the women would thank us.
I mean, Ari, I'm going to ask you because is there any benefit to not just leaving him here? Would the world not be a better place if he stayed here? It's your call, mate.
I mean, as much as leaving him here decorates this room beyond compare.
He makes a lovely statue.
He does.
Fabulous.
But wouldn't statue look even better in our base?
But just, stay with me. Everybody just listen for a second. Look how quiet it is.
Look how unmoved he is.
Quiet.
Look how dressed
and Ari's
he
good
is.
to go up and kind of stroke the chin of thinking Frozen Finbar and just nope, I can't do it. I can't leave him here like this. The world needs more underwear.
Get him on cart, come on. I'll start trying to lug Stone Finbar onto the back of the cart.
Okay.
Yep. And Ari will help.
Yeah.
Perhaps Ari using his ass to push.
Okay, for shits and giggles, roll me an athletics check with advantage, because you're getting help.
For me, it's a 19. I don't know who you're asking me from.
Yeah, it was you, Derek. Yeah, sorry.
19.
It's a strong one.
Breaks off.
Okay, so no, you managed to get him onto the cart without any sort of major injury. There's a slight chip at the bottom of his heel on his boot, but besides that, it's fine. You won't notice. It's fine.
I'm sure it's got bits falling off all over the place.
Whilst they're sorting that out, I'm going to take 2 more of my potions of healing that I have, that I took from my pouch earlier. Hand them, one to Ari, one to Derek, and then I'm going to have a quick explore into where the Medusa came from, just to see if there's anything tucked away in there. Just go, sorry I burned you, and then walk away.
All right.
Okay, so I would like you to roll me a investigation check, please.
All right.
Boris is going to follow Keebler.
Okay, investigation check from you then, please, Boris.
That's a 25.
25. Okay.
For me, probably not a lot. Investigation.
I guess I'll roll one as well. I'll check.
Are there more statues in this room?
There are, yeah. This place is covered.
Investigation. You said investigation, so that'll be a 13 for me.
Right. Okay. So, what? Everybody kind of got a bit muddled there. So, Keebler, what was yours?
25.
25. Erasmus?
13.
13. Boris?
11.
11. Derek, did you roll one?
No, I'm going to start loading other statues onto the cart
Gotcha.
as many as I can fit.
So, Boris and Erasmus, you guys are looking around. Boris, you're kind of preoccupied with all the huge wounds you have, because that was a tough fight. You were almost a goner there.
Well, there weren't really big wounds. It was all the snake poison that.
The poison.
So it was the little ones. It's just I feel really.
They're just all over. Yeah. It's rough. Erasmus, you're kind of side-eyeing Boris a bit and his many little poison wounds and the flaming basilisks and just the horror of this room once you realize that these aren't statues, these are people. However, Keebler, as you're poking around and you go into the back room, and you see this has been set up like a boudoir. This is a beautiful living quarters. There's a purple velvet chaise longue, and there's velvet curtains, and this seems like a very, very comfortable, nice living area that this Medusa has been living in. And you can see that there's a bed, a large bed. And you got the impression from the way the artist was talking to the Medusa and the whole thing that they might have been a couple. And you can see that there is actually a chest in here.
Is it locked?
It is.
Can I hit it with my staff and try and break it?
Okay, roll me a strength check.
Sure. 14.
14. Okay. You whack the chest. Can you roll me some damage, please?
Yes. Oh well, if it was an attack roll, it was slightly higher, but just I don't know if that really matters. 5.
5. Okay, so you crack the chest. Sorry, it should have been an attack roll.
That's fine. It would have been a 17. It still would have hit.
Yeah.
It's an immobile chest. I'm not going to miss it from that range.
Yeah, you crack the top open. And you can see, like, you can't fully get into it. You've made, like, a hole to look in, but you can see that inside of here, there's quite a lot of gold and shiny things.
People like shiny things. I'm going to hit it again.
Okay. Roll another attack, please.
That is a 22.
22 hits. Roll your damage.
Better. The two-handed strike. That's 9 damage.
9. Okay.
What?
Okay. This time you whack, and you hear a click and something mechanical sounding, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oops.
That is a 12. However, I will use my handy little war wizard ability called Thing that makes me better. So many pages. Arcane Deflection. There you go. I get to add 4 to my saving throw.
Okay,
so
that would be
16. 16.
16. Okay. Whoo. You duck out of the way as you see a dart that seems to be tipped with something viscous and green as it shoots like an inch away from your face and embeds itself on the back wall.
Poison.
And you hear like a
Bad poison. I look at the chest.
Okay, so now you are able to pop open the chest and you see that there is a lot of gold in here. And there's jewelry, there's rings, there's fine-looking weaponry, there's ornamental weaponry. You get the feeling that this is the spoils of the loot of the people they've lured here. And there's like really fine dresses and clothing, that kind of thing.
Is there anything that would appreciate that a wizard savant would appreciate?
Nothing in here looks magical. It just looks very expensive.
Ari's just going to
People
kind of
appreciate
like,
expensive.
get out a sack and just like
Ari's mourning over Finbar becoming a statue seems to have been a distant memory as she sees the shinies in the chest.
All the shinies.
Finbar who, she says.
I reach onto my robe, pull off another patch with just a hemp sack, and just start loading stuff into the sack.
Okay. All in all
that robe has
together,
got a lot of use.
in this chest, there's like 1,000 gold in gold pieces.
Very nice. And some other stuff.
I say, do whatever the hell you want. I'm not gonna spoil in.
You should take
All right.
these back.
Why?
They were all
I found
stolen.
it.
No,
And now we're taking it
they were
back.
stolen
Definitely.
in the first place.
And
You should take them
Your
back to
promise.
the families they were stolen from.
how are you going to find out who they were stolen from?
Well, we know which families, family members disappeared.
So what's to say that one of them's not going to say, oh yeah, that's all mine?
That's for them to sort out.
Well, we weren't supposed to be paid, so I'm just getting paid.
Her lockbox is still on the cart. You're more than likely to take that.
I prefer this one. This one's bigger. I think Harry's with me. Size matters.
I'm not going to prevent you from taking it, but
Oh,
Let's
good.
just
Then why are
make
we having
a
this
suggestion.
conversation then? And I pick up the chest and I walk away.
Okay. Okay, so
With Ari apparently pulling coins out as I walk off.
yeah, Ari's just like, no.
Hey, Katie!
Derek, so are you taking your time to just look around these statues while you're waiting for these lot?
Yeah. Kick some
Okay.
stones.
You see that there is a pair, and they're posed like one squatting low deep, and the other stood like flexing. And you see around their necks, they have a necklace that says Alex and Alex.
Oh, Alex and Alexa?
No, they were both just called Alex.
Alex. Very inventive names in fantasy.
Lazy parenting.
They can go on the cart.
Okay.
Fine. At least I'll look in the chest and see what I can find. Maybe like a better sword or whatever.
I've got the chest.
Yeah,
within the chest,
exactly.
There's a very fine scimitar that is not like a +1 or anything like that, but it could take an enchantment if you did take it to someone with that capability. Very finely made.
I'm not a huge fan of scimitars, so I'm gonna have to pass. Like, I can trade it for something.
I take the scimitar. I like scimitars.
Well, go ahead. That's just a suggestion of mine. You go ahead, Hobgoblin. Take the. Go ahead. I don't care. Take it.
Derek, as you're looking around, there's also another group, and they're posed in all manner of heroic positions. There are. Sorry, excuse me. A second.
We're watching the silent movie of the illness.
The plague gets worse.
Black Death starring Sean Bean.
Yeah.
Think I've got the black lung pop. Merman. Merman.
Make fun of me, you bastards. There's 5 of them.
That's a classic Sean Bean film, all of you know.
Hey, I did the Sean Bean, you bastards. That's never mind. Anyway, there's 5 of them. And they're all posed also very heroically. There's one going like this. There's one going like this. There's one with his arms down crouched. There's one going like this. And they're all posed in a group. And you see that they're all also wearing an amulet around their necks, which is frozen in stone. And it's a large disc. And there are 2 gems in the middle.
Ooh. Like we've seen before.
Like Ari's seen before and pocketed without telling anyone.
Yeah.
You haven't seen it.
So I don't even know if I would even pay any attention to that. I just think,
But it is significant that all 5 of them are wearing it.
yeah. They've got themselves a little symbol for their adventuring party. Is there any room on the cart for them, or have I filled it up with random people?
So you've got Finbar, you've got the 2 Alexes. I'd say you could get these guys on as well.
Yeah, they can go on the cart. They seem like a cohesive group. I am a bit of a completionist, so I'll take the whole set.
So wait, you've taken like all the medallions?
Well, they're all part of the statue, aren't they?
Yeah,
so
they're frozen in stone.
Onto the cart with Finbar and the Alexes.
But
Ari, the gemstones petrified?
Yes, everything's petrified. Okay. Ari, as Darak's loading them onto the cart, you get kind of like a Kill Bill siren moment as you just spot like all 5 of these necklaces, and you feel it burning in your pocket. Not like an actual burning, but like a mental burning.
Ari's going to like sneakily place the locket over Finbar's statue.
Okay. A sleight of hand check?
Okay.
Can I make a perception check to see if I notice I do it?
Sure.
Oh god, I gotta roll bloody high for this one, don't I?
It's 23.
Oh!
Whoa.
Wow.
The
Yikes.
likelihood.
So,
Chances.
120, but yeah.
you go
Okay.
up to Finbar's statue, and you make a very elaborate, like, wailing over it, like, "Oh, Finbar, I can't believe you've gone, you're stone!" And then you just very carefully and sneakily slip this necklace over him and clasp it, and then, back away.
Get
And
out of
Derek,
the way, woman.
yeah, you like, "Get out of the way, woman," and then you sort of glimpse it and like, did he always have? Yeah, shut up.
Why isn't that medallion made of stone?
Goodness knows.
Have you ever seen that before, Andy? Because these 5 have all got one of them on. But they're all made of stone.
Well, right now Finbar's made of stone too. Maybe.
Yeah, that necklace isn't.
Oh, my head.
I have no idea
Weird.
what
Finbar's-
mysteries Finbar gets up to.
I don't want to get too close.
I'm pretty
to
sure
my-
you have a good idea what she gets up to.
I've got a very good idea what he gets up to, and I don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe it's still
So
a-
heading home?
Maybe that's
Heading
why I
home,
give
are
it
we?
a sense.
Heading home?
Yeah, we've got to get that
We gotta
purple
get
colours
that.
up, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so you take the time to search around and look for the release or the lever to pull up this portcullis, and you do find it. It's hidden away, and so it's not obvious to anybody who's trying to run away. But you do. Sorry, that was really gross. You find it tucked away and pull up the portcullis and head your way back to town. Upon arriving in town, it is the dead of night. Pretty much everybody is asleep, but the town guard kind of looks at you and goes, "Didn't you leave with that artist woman?"
Statuary.
She's dead,
Yes.
and we found your missing villagers, so we'll take our reward now. Thank you.
You what?
Look, they're in car, lad. They're a bit stoned, but I'm sure they'll be all right.
What? He kind of just looks past and raises the torch and goes, "Why have you got a lot of statues with you?"
Why not?
That's a very long story that I haven't got time for, and you probably won't understand anyway.
Right.
To be fair, if you want to find the artist woman, she's also a statue back in the old temple. She's not actually dead.
I recommend you smash her into 1,000 little pieces.
I'll get her back. and all
Oh,
that
she might
stuff,
be
whatever.
valuable to a good buyer.
She'd make excellent graph. I've always thought that about her.
How much have you had to drink?
I don't
Oh,
know.
but that's not relevant.
Actually, I'm surprisingly sober. It's scary.
She is surprisingly sober.
You know what? It's better if I don't know.
It is.
Don't cause trouble.
Can't promise
All
anything.
right. Okay. So, he lets you on through into town. There is here quite a high-profile church where cleric services can be paid for if you so wish. You bring up the cart, and they would set about unstoning the villagers. However, the ones that kind of look like adventurers, the church are like,
We paid
Very nice cloth you're wearing.
we paid them out of the chest that was on the cart.
okay.
Not that chest. Not taking my chest.
Not
You
your
just heard-
chest.
you-
No,
Oh,
not
the
your
lock
That's what I'm
box.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Not that
It
chest.
is not your chin.
I don't keep us protective of his chest.
Okay, so
How much is in the lockbox anyway?
in the lockbox, there was exactly enough to pay you all, so there'd be 50, 100, 150, 200, 300 gold for the second half of your payment, because she already paid you the first half.
Yes. And how much to unstone everyone?
Conveniently,
It's
300
exactly
gold,
300.
which is wild.
There
Wild.
you go.
300 gold.
300 gold each.
Just have some sugar.
Crazy
Come
how
on
the
down.
universe works.
I know, right? And weirdly, I bet it'd be 300 gold if we just wanted to do one of them.
Yeah, it's you know,
Incredible
churches,
pricing.
they've got this like
Buy
tax
one,
status. Yeah,
Buy one, get 7 free. That's the whole deal.
it is.
Like,
And
Snow White on
they gladly take the money and the statues.
They do.
Do you give them Finbar?
Oh, do we have to?
Oh, now.
I don't know this man.
I think Ari will be insufferable if.
I like his style.
And you lot might not have to deal with that, but I will. So I suppose
You're right,
It's
I don't have to
true.
do
I
it.
will make his. It's true. I will make his life a living hell.
In which case, I turn around and I go to swing at the statue.
Ari will like jump in front. Like
I hold it short. I don't actually smash it.
Okay.
I smile.
Ari's just gonna-
Unsettling to a hobgoblin to smile. It's more of a.
So the priest, who is a very elderly man, stands there and goes, "Well, are we unstoning the boy or what?"
Yes, I suppose so.
Yeah, definitely.
Very well. And he wheels Finbar into the back.
Can I ask about the process on it? Is it an immediate unstoning of him, or can we leave certain parts rock hard? Like, can we leave his jaw stoned so he can't make any more noise? That's my main concern.
Head down.
Unfortunately not. No, it's an all or nothing kind of deal, I'm afraid.
Oh, in which case, nothing. Nothing is fine.
Oh, all of you. Just,
fine,
Mr. Kind Holy Man, just please help us with this.
So, he leads you all through, so you're not doing this like in the middle of the church and being really awkward and weird. He takes you to the back, and
It's more awkward and weird in the back.
you see him almost warm his hands up, like he's about to Mr. Miyagi, Finbar.
Yeah.
And he places 2 knotted old hands on Finbar's shoulders. He closes his eyes and he begins muttering a prayer. You don't understand what he's saying. It's all in church speak. And you see a bright glow come out of his fingers. And Finbar, you feel warm. You feel great. You feel alive. And for you, no time has passed. And you are
So do I
suddenly
pose
shocked.
here? Or why am I still wearing clothes?
Pose here, stay there.
The
Don't
second he
move.
starts talking, Dark's gonna leave.
Whoa, where?
No, don't move. You
Jesus.
ruined the shot. You ruined the angle.
They're all the naked women.
unfortunately, it turns
Under the
out
cassocks.
Medusa, basilisks, whole sort of nightmare, and now everybody else here is stoned.
I say, well, turns out this Lenora is not a very desirable person after all. She was going to kill us all.
Well, yes, I knew that, but did she get the painting done?
Unfortunately not. She got a little bit preoccupied.
What was the point of all of this then? Really?
Hey, at least you look good while doing that.
I suppose so. Well, now we're going to have to find some other 2-bit artists to finish off the job.
I sigh deeply and leave.
Not for a while. Oh well.
Alright. And as you all turn to leave the church, Finbar, you notice your beautiful boot is missing a notch out of the heel. But nonetheless, you make your way back to the tavern where you've been staying to rest up and hopefully have a good night's sleep. And that is where we will end the session for today. Thank you so much, everybody.
Yeah! Right!
That was a lot of fun.
Jay-
A lot of fun.
Yeah,
I
it
am
was.
so sorry that I froze you in the first round of combat.
Hey, it happens. I got so much
No,
work
it was
done
good.
during this game.
Hey, he gets
So
beat
many-
every week. Okay.
Hey,
Give the rest of us
20
It was a good
emails, so
fight.
it's, I
It
was
was a
trying to
good
get
fight.
done and finish. It worked out well. But my friends, we're going to head into our next game in just a few minutes time here, which is City of Mr. King's Hustle. It's going to be awesome. Stick around. We're going to give away another set of tabletop loot dice for you guys there in the chat. But let's whip around the cast and crew real quick. Did we enjoy ourselves? Where can we find you guys online? Let's start with our wonderful DM, Susie. How was that?
That was great. I had so much fun. I've never used a Medusa before, so that was fun. I can't believe I nearly killed 2 of you. Nearly. Next time I'll get one of you. But yeah, you can find me at Susanna Grace on Twitter. That's Susanna with 1 N. And you can also find me at twitch.tv/Susanna Grace, where I stream D&D, art, and gameplay. I think. Yes.
Fantastic.
That's me.
Great stuff. And of course, our regulars here, Madame Gandalf. How was that?
Just as ridiculous as always. I grappled Medusa snake heads, and that's always a fun time. I'm surprised I actually didn't go for a pantsing as well. Oh, that's very uncharacteristic. Yeah, she must have been shocked, just traumatized. Exactly. Next week on. But yeah, my name's Madame Gandalf. I'm a variety streamer on Twitch. Do a bit of cooking, gaming. We also have a Witcher D&D on Wednesdays, and a little bit of singing in the shower sometimes. Just yeah, you can find a little bit of everything for everyone at the Green Dragon Tavern. So cheers.
Fantastic stuff. And Chris from Loot the Room. How was that, my friend?
That was awesome. Sanctuary is my favourite spell. I'm going to use it every week, and Susie's going to hate me for it, and it's going to be great. You can find me on Twitter at Pangalactic. I run a D&D website called Loot the Room. I stream here on Twitch, and on Saturdays you can catch me on the Greyhawk channel for Birthright of the Pomage, which is awesome. I get to play an Orc Bard.
Awesome. And of course, the folks who joined us this week as guests, remember you guys in the chat can sign up and play each week and come play with us here on the order. And let's start things off with Emperor Caesar. How was that, my friend?
Well, I mean, I enjoyed the game. I really had a lot of fun playing as a fighter wizard, especially with my magic missiles and the crossbow. So I would like to say thank you guys for having me this week. I really enjoyed the game. Thank you, Susan, for the DMing. That was a really fun battle, adventure, encounter, whatever. So if you want to check out some of my stuff, of course, you can find me here on Twitter and Twitch as Emperor Caesar 12. I do music production, I do retro games, modern games. I'm going to think of a whole lot of stuff for the future. So I'm glad to possibly join again for another session. And thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thanks so much. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks so much. Great stuff. And Luke, how was that, my friend?
Oh, that was quite good. That was quite good fun. I enjoyed. Keebler is a character that I've had as a concept for a little while, but I've not had a chance to throw it at my players yet. So it's quite good to get him a little test out. I'd like to create NPCs that I've used, so I get a little bit more of their backstory, I get a little bit more intricate into them, and I get to work out how to play them. It's quite good fun. If you want to find me, I'm at Luke M. Pickles on Twitter. And I'm, as of a couple of weeks' time, starting my own podcast, D&D podcast, called Eat, Crit and Survive. I don't know if that's okay to say that on here. I don't know.
Absolutely.
If it's not, slap me. But we're starting up brand new and sort of giving it a go. But hey, it's going to be fun, hopefully. Yeah, we're going to start that in a couple of weeks. So yeah, try and find me, try and find that.
Awesome.
But thanks for having me along.
Thank you. It's been great fun. And last but not least, Ozzy, how's that, my friend?
Yeah, that was really good. I really enjoyed it, and almost died. I thought, ooh, this time I have a character who has a lot of hit points, and then 29 points of damage in one go, and they're going, oh dear. Yeah, that was good fun. And playing a combative character for a change was also good fun. And yeah, I knew there might be a ruse there somewhere. That's why I used my ability. And obviously, the one monster type that wasn't covered by the spell was actually the monsters. And yes, I occasionally stream retro point-and-click games on my channel, but I do a lot of things like this. So tomorrow, 5 p.m. UK time, I will be on Grimtech 21502's channel playing Outbreak Undead, which is a zombie survival RPG where we play ourselves. So we don't calculate my chances very high on that. And on Saturday, 8 p.m. UK time, I will be on Capricorn Cross's channel for the first episode of his Discworld Chronicles. We'll be playing a troll.
Awesome. Fantastic stuff. Well, my friends, thanks so much for joining us. I hope to see you guys again and play some more. If you guys in the chat want to come and play, there is a link to come and join us. We're going to head to our next show, City of Mist. Thank you guys again. And until next time, try not to throw too many net ones because we want to be laughing when you do. Good night, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.